Because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
I didn't tell them I was gonna do this.
You creepy.
No, I was expecting a jump scare when I came back from the 10 seconds.
Ooh.
You know, I made a
can't
charcuterie
suffocate
board.
I saw
Based on
that was
Jason.
cute. You made
Yeah.
that? That was
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
It was very
it,
charcuterie.
it was spookuterie?
Charcuterie. Okay, there we go. That's much
Yes.
better. I was trying to jump scare. Listen, you've been away. Disparu's been scaring me and just being such a bull. No, I'm kidding.
What did
I was
you
in the
do,
middle.
Disparu?
I was in the middle of like
Look,
having
I jumped
reading an
scared her
article.
once. I've never lived it down. Arudai said today, I don't appreciate you going into other streams and scaring them with my face. I'm like,
Face. What did you do?
Show her what you did. I was like
I'll have to set it up.
reading an article and he was waiting for me to notice. I looked at it. I was like, hold it. What the? Like, I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, because I was just messing about and like at some point she will notice. And so I'm just going to sit here in silence until she checks to see he's been quiet for a while. And then that'll be the moment.
That is why I looked. I was like, did he? This Drew's never quiet for more than 30 seconds.
Usually you're in the disper queue, but now you're top priority in front of the line.
That scared me. Yeah. Right?
Ew!
And
Why does he have cream all over his face?
Wait, have you not seen this? I thought you'd
Been
seen
waiting.
this.
Did he go down on Krusty the Clown?
Well, he did a clown stream, and one of the things was to basically cream pie himself, and so he did.
Oh, did he?
And then
get
he went in another
coffee?
stream and did it again. So I was sending these pictures to Mike, and he was following him around different streams and just sending me cream pie photos. And I thought he just had like loads of them in the past. He's like, no, this seems to be something he does regularly.
I think he likes having this done. That's why he keeps doing it. That's disgusting. Aruda, what is wrong with you?
But I was there, and I was just switching back and forth at random times throughout the stream.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, because I had the which one? I think it's this one.
Dungeon Daddy.
He didn't give me his Dungeon Daddy shorts. I'm actually disappointed now that I've been reminded. Instead, he's going cream pieing himself. God damn it.
Oh, this is really good. My first time trying this one. I'll show the chat my cute. It glows in the dark too. This was like, ew. That's why.
Can you turn
Well, I
off the
mean, it's
lights
in a
on
black
it?
bottle. How much can it glow?
Let me see. Hold on. Is it gonna show?
Glowing.
Oh my
Not
god!
really.
I just hit it. You can't see. It's too. I'd have to go turn
No.
everything off. I'll send you a picture later.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's just like you walking along in the dark, glowing. It's like, oh, I didn't know I had
I'm
that
walking.
effect.
I'm walking into the dark. Alligator behind me.
Just look at my eyes up here.
They're cute.
There was other stuff that it turned out that Arudai had got told about from different streams, and it seems like whenever anything happens about him in other streams, he has like little spies that go around. And did you know this
little
happened?
spies?
Does he have
Okay.
ravens?
Aruda's little spy.
He's got like a.
Tell me
He's,
something.
he is like the spider with all the webs going out, finding information.
Little tendrils.
This is actually really good. I'm happy.
Raider.
Raider!
I saw Raider today. Oh my god. Raider
Raider's
got me
great.
drunk this morning.
Sounds like Raider.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like,
cheers to Raider. Thank you
Cheers,
for
Raider.
the $62.93. I wish I could have been hanging out with you guys today.
I know.
Sorry.
He got a huge bottle or a can of Modelo and then another can of Dos Equis, I think beer. Dos Equis?
No pumpkin?
I called it Dos Suckies.
Not good. This
Well,
sucks.
well, it's so good that there's two of them. I don't know. Anyways, And Modelo's really good.
I like
Thank you, Rita.
Modelo. I do too. I like that one. Thanks, Raider. And Mongoose, thank you for the 2 pounds. The gang is back together. I know. It feels like it's been
Mongoose.
forever.
Yeah.
This Rue's
It's
zoned out.
I
Who are you looking
saw
at?
Jose Taco today as well.
Ah,
Oh,
nice. Yeah,
yeah.
I heard it was a good time.
It was really fun. I mean, we've all gone to cons at this point. Cons are like
Crazy.
crazy.
I
This
heard
was
this one is smaller though. Like this one probably isn't. It wasn't as bad as Fan Expo Toronto, right? Like that one, Toronto made me never want to go to a big con ever again. I was like, we can't even walk. God bless you.
Oh my god. Well, we got
The
corralled
most pointless
and
sneeze in the world. How's that going to clear your achoo? It's like, no, there needs to be some force.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah, you've got to. If you
She's gonna
feel
have
like
more
a
of an
lung
Asian
is
sneeze.
almost dislodged, that's a good sneeze.
She did have more Asian. She's like, Tua. War Machine, thank you for the 5 membership.
Saucy.
I'm gonna be saucy because I haven't. I mean, I had whiskey last week with this brew
What,
and
you-
Savvy, but that's the last
You're
time I had
going to be like,
anything.
yeah, I had whiskey last week.
Oh!
Still in my system.
Whiskey Wicked. Oh,
Whiskey and
I need to see
ice.
this. I wish I saw it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Pasta midget for $9.99. Spaghetti goblin to the peeps, little lasagna to the streets. That's
Oh,
my new nickname.
wow.
Extra. That's me.
I actually think pasta.
What,
Midget
Little
is a great
Lasagna? Is that your
nickname for
rapper
you.
name?
That's my rap
Little
name.
Lasagna.
Oh, is it? Can we put a
I'm
beat
the-
to it?
I'm the pasta midget. Thank you for the $9.99 pasta midget. Thanks for the picture
Oh,
choice too.
No, wait. Good French's name is better for you. The gnocchi gnome.
I miss it. Oh yeah, yakido. Yakido. That's funny.
Gnocchi. You're kind of like a gnocchi. Gnocchi's so good. Plus,
Oh, I love it. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I do have many names now. Pasta midget, but
You're like Sauron. I have many names.
Who's
do.
the Galadriel in your
Behold,
life?
the
though?
pasta midget.
I don't know what that means. who's Galadriel?
Who's your
I was just
Galadriel?
annoyed. I was just annoyed by the end of it when they've just destroyed an entire city, march into a room, and they go, "Are you Sauron?" I have many names. Just say yes, you insufferable prick. That is basically the answer. Is it one of them? What answer do you expect from the end of that? I have many names. Yes, but are you Sauron? I'm just saying so I know whether to murder you or worship you.
But how's your trip been? Actually,
It's been so fun. So I went to Peru, of course, the last 2 weeks. So apologies on thank you to Wicked and Disbrew for holding down the fort. And then I went home for literally like 2 days and then came out to San Antonio for the meetup. And yes, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I have officially it looks really bad because it's bleeding.
she's been
but
branded.
Branded.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
No, it looks cool.
spooky. It looks
It looks like it's
spooky
a
now.
shadow or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's bleeding under the bandages. But yes,
It
I've-
looks good. I
this is
love
the
it.
first tattoo everyone can see without me.
I mean, when you do it that way over your eyes, it kind of looks like you're the Zorro.
There you go.
the
Zorro.
tiny eyes. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Yeah. You've
This looks so wrong.
With the frog eyes.
These are nerdrotic glasses. It's hard to see because of the blood. Sorry.
It looks cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
the Nerdrotic logo, guys.
We got team tattoos. So the only person that we haven't tattooed yet is Lady Gravemaster, so she's next.
Has she agreed?
She
She doesn't know yet, but
Oh.
but it's happening.
it's happening. I think she has virgin skin too, so
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
she's
know whether
really?
that's what I was thinking. I don't know whether she has tattoos or not.
I don't think so. So yeah, Perry was the one that started it, and now almost everyone has it. So,
Really?
Yeah, everyone. Melissa, Garrett, myself, Gary got it today. So.
I love how Gary wasn't one of the first. He got it.
He'll do, wait, you did what?
Because like this is
Sure.
not like a obtrusive logo. It's not like
No.
I was trying to think of people's logos, and one I could never see myself getting. Sorry, Jeremy is the D-Day Cobra with the skull.
Oh, that's a
and-
big logo.
Mm.
No,
Yeah.
that's Can you imagine me?
Big Cobra.
Right on my arm.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So I
Um,
wouldn't even do my own logo on myself. So
Oh yeah, that would
Can't even
be pretty intricate. Like your profile picture?
yeah, that's no.
I'm like, wait, I'm trying to think if there's another logo that you have.
Oh god, yeah, that tattoo would be really
It would
intrusive.
be really ugly.
Get it on your back. Hold back.
I would rather get Dispro's squirrel over my own logo.
That'd be cute. Cute little squirrel.
Ninja
Yeah.
squirrel, little nunchuck.
How you
Little
have
nunchuck.
been? I feel like I've missed you. I haven't talked to you in so long.
I
Yeah, but
know.
You quit D&D as well, so it's like you sort of vanished from the internet at the same time.
To you, I know. I miss
Aw.
D&D. I miss like playing on Thursdays. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've been-
it's Saturday now. This new campaign's really good. It's a different thing. So before it was like us v Arudai, and he's actually trying to be cooperative in this one.
He's
Which is,
being nice. That is so
he's-
weird.
I wouldn't say nice. He's
Oh.
it's more negotiation. So you could be like, "Can I do this?" And he'd be like, "Well, you can if you give me this many bennies and stuff." So it's a bit more cooperative and allows me more stuff than D&D did.
I like that. Instead of him
Yeah.
trying to kill us.
we had
Oh, he's still trying to kill her.
I'm pretty sure Disru and Savvy are best friends now.
Are
so- well, I don't
Oh,
know.
I'm so happy that
They
she
got-
like blended in really well with the group.
Oh,
we had
Savvy was
fun.
great fun.
Mhm.
She's
We had
so
fun.
fun.
And I also think that she might be Maz's big sister now. I told him that, and he's like, I can't wait to bully her.
Muzzle
Why
was
would you
good.
tie someone to muzzle like that? Be like, "Oh, I found your big sister. Wait, what?"
She was like, oh, he could be my little brother. She did it to herself.
Well, that's because she didn't know who he was. She should have met him first.
She doesn't know that he doesn't wear shoes around, okay?
Mm-hmm. Well, he randomly switches nationality.
But he likes Pokemon, so she was like, all right, see friends.
I love it. I love it. I hope you know what you're getting yourself into, Savvy. Good luck.
She doesn't, but I think they're gonna
No.
get along really well, honestly.
She's a
Um,
troll, and he's a troll.
There you go.
The
but
thing
no,
with
it was
Mozza is you're never
fun.
quite sure whether it's serious or trolling, and the answer is it's probably both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I
when
don't
he
know if
started
knows
watching
how to be
Tulsa King
serious.
and then said he was an Italian gangster.
Oh yeah,
Like-
that's right. He watched the Penguin and he messaged Disparu specifically to let him know that he was going to become a mob boss now and move
Yeah.
to Italy or something. I don't know.
No, not Mo. No, he watched The Penguin and that made him an Italian gangster.
Oh, now he's
Oh,
just
that's
an
all
Italian
it
gang.
takes to be an
Yeah.
Italian.
Well, that
gangster.
and Tulsa King, and I'm like, you do
And
realize
Tulsa
none
King.
of those shows are about Italian gangsters? And he went, no, I'm an
They're
Italian
Italian.
gangster.
He's like, they're Italian.
I was like, okay.
Falcone is an Italian name.
Yeah,
isn't
they're Italian, but like Mazza's just. I mean, a couple weeks ago he was Spanish. Maybe he'll be French in a couple weeks, but then Disparu will disown
yeah.
him, so maybe not.
Oh, that's fair
He
again.
just-
They'll
sounds
probably
fair.
make him French if we found that out.
Yeah.
He would blend in so well with the French. It's perfect.
Yeah, it'd just be normal there. But I found my people.
Oh my gosh. Well, since this wasn't like an important topic, but since we just talked about it, I'm gonna pop this up. I thought it was funny. Maybe somebody in the chat will remember what the Batman movie was like more about because I don't. But the actor turned down returning because he said there was a lot of violence towards women, and that's not his thing.
Which
I
is
feel like
entirely. I don't believe that for a second. That's the reason why.
Do you think it was money? Like they didn't want to give him enough money because he wouldn't be like the star.
Well, it could be.
you know,
It could
Colin.
be. It could be money. He could have thought it could have flopped. He could have had another job lined up instead. There's many reasons why he might not have done it. I think the
I love
answer though
Flash
for this kind of
Let's
thing
pretend.
that you want to give is he's trying to virtue signal while also not doing a job, because especially if you thought it was going to fail and then it turns out
Yeah.
to be successful, It's like,
It's
well,
gonna be like the show of the year for a lot of people. People are
Well,
loving it.
like on Samba TV, Penguin has been #1 for the last like what 3-4 weeks.
I think it was #1 on the Fire TV on Amazon. The Fire, but I don't know if it still is. It was though.
Yeah, and so I think like just for saying like the virtue signaling of this, it seems so like I hate when artists or people want to inject their own like thoughts into the role. Like you are an actor, you're being paid to act, and if you don't like the role, you don't have to make it that public. Like this is disgusting. I don't want to be part of it.
I know.
Well, you probably should be
I
thankful.
promote strong women over here. Like that's just it's very
well,
silly.
the
And you wanna
main
know
woman in the thing
something?
just
I didn't even notice. I thought it was him. I didn't even notice until I saw this. So the replacement did a good job.
the main woman in the entire thing is a complete lunatic who wiped out her entire family. And you're like, oh no, but I can't slap her. It's like, wait, what are you even talking about in this?
Yeah,
like-
if she's evil, I mean, she probably deserves it.
Exactly.
I love
This is the whole
Sophia.
point.
I love her though. She's evil though.
What the- Yeah,
She's a
because
great
they
character.
played it off both ways. So, yes, she wiped out her entire family, but they also all betrayed her before and did horrible things to her. So, kind of
Yeah.
everybody in the situation had it coming. But so even if you go off his fantasy logic, it still doesn't make any sense. It's, oh no, you just can't do that at any point. You're a gangster. Gangsters do horrific things to all people. That's why they're gangsters. Gone are
That's
the
the reason they stay on top is because they do these horrific things.
yeah, gone are the days of the kind of the one that did good for the community while also being a gangster. They're not really around anymore. They get beaten by other people.
Yeah, no, it's so true though. He's fine with, killing a bunch of people, whatever, but he draws the line of smacking a girl. Gangsters can't
Even
do
if she
it.
might have deserved it. She
Yeah.
just might have deserved it.
Well, I mean, she did wipe out his entire family, so
He was already dead though. So it's fine. He doesn't
Well,
know.
I'm assuming he wouldn't have been if he returned.
Well, no, when he returned, it was a flashback. Because he died in the Batman movie. I think was it the Riddler that killed him in the Batman movie? I can't remember.
Forgot. I need to rewatch the movie.
Do you
And
though? I'm kidding. It wasn't
Okay,
bad.
I want to. watch
Yeah,
it.
no, just to like mix in the penguin stuff, yeah.
It's
for
like
me,
that's the thing. We
would.
don't know how big his part would have been if he had returned, or whether they did just offer him the flashback and it wasn't a big enough role, so he's just like, nah, I can't be bothered. And then he saw it was a big hit, so now he's trying to save face. Because I imagine turning down a role in a hit series is bad as it is, and so he's trying to claw back some kind of thing like, how can I virtue signal my way out of this and say it was for good progressive reasons? It's
Yeah.
anything. Nobody thinks like this, so whenever you say it, I just assume you're lying.
I think
Oh yeah.
regardless of whatever job you're in, just even if you don't want to return
okay.
to a role, leave the door open in case you never know. Never fully close that door because obviously Penguin has done really well and he could have come back for more. But no.
Yeah. He
Mhm.
probably
No,
another
no.
reason is he probably was like, oh, it's not really worth it because my character's dead. They just want me for flashbacks. But there could have been a couple more flashbacks. I mean, especially if this is season
There's a
2.
lot of flashbacks, like with the
Yeah.
family. Like,
What
it
if they
would've been-
decide they want to do a Falcone show after this because the Penguin does so well? Just
Uh-huh.
saying.
They're not going to
I
hire
mean,
him now.
No, I mean, I didn't even notice, but that's not like no shade to either actor. It's because I don't remember the bat. I just remember the important parts of the Batman movie, like the flood, the Riddler, all that, like him dying.
The ending,
I remember.
like the
Yeah,
credits.
the flood.
I remember the credits; they were great.
Mm.
So yeah, that's why. So this guy now, was it Mark Strong? Is that his name? He now he's got the role. Good for him. He did a good job. Look at them though; they're very similar looking. So
Well,
yeah.
that's the point with all of this. There are some actors where you're like, if you're the main character, switching you out is a lot more difficult, largely because it's difficult for the people watching it to accept you as the guy. I remember when Spartacus, the main actor died and they recast him, and I just couldn't get into the other guy as his replacement because I like the main character that much, the main actor. But in this, you're a side character in a spin-off. You're easily recast and no one will really care. Look at Adar. I couldn't even remember who the original Adar was, so when he got replaced as another guy, I'm like, whatever. You got makeup on, who cares? You look basically the same.
I mean, people have replaced main characters too, and as long as you're good, not a big deal. So it is.
Well,
Well, I mean, look at Doctor Who. It's just.
Sorry, I was trying to say something funny.
I think it's like Doctor Who's done it, and Doctor Who has probably like a really flimsy reason to replace characters, but that's all people kind of need. And I think as long as you do it properly and actually try, whereas you can't come at it from I need to replace you with someone better. You just try and replace someone with somebody who's going to continue doing what everyone liked before, essentially.
Yep. The essence of a character.
That's
hard to do. I will say, I think I didn't like the Harry Potter when they replaced Dumbledore because I really like the soft spoken, but at the same time, I actually really did like how strong Dumbledore came off in like the later movies. So
I didn't even know Dumbledore swapped out.
Sorry,
All Dumbledores look the same to me.
They're all old with long beards.
They all look the same.
Well, I actually don't think
all
I've ever.
white people look alike. Is what I heard.
I don't know when he got swapped out because I know I never saw the first movie.
It was after the first one.
Okay, I never watched that.
Yeah.
Like entertainment shows with kids in annoy me, so I was never gonna watch that. I was like, I don't want to watch annoying bracks that can't act go around being annoying for a few hours.
Let me get a couple of these supers real
it's
quick.
after the second, says Sean. Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. Max Musterman, thank you for the 5. What's up? Interrupteroo, Chinese spy, ravioli retard. Yes, I know, only half retarded. Wicked, have you played the
Is
new
that the
retro?
Italian side or the American side?
I don't know.
The ravioli's the Italian, the retard is the American.
Have you played the new retro Evil Dead game? No. I haven't.
Didn't even know there was a new one.
No, me neither. Thank you. Hey, it's your son. What's up, Carlos? Happy Halloween to Wicked, X-Ray Girl, and the most base man alive, Disparu. Thank you for the 5.
I believe you should be calling him Daddy.
Daddy Roo.
No.
Daddy Roo.
Mongoose, thank you for gifting 5 membership.
Saucy.
Thank you.
And Andrew, thank you for being a member for 15 months. Happy Halloween to the sexiest Jason Wicked, Care Bear X-Ray, and Clark Kent Disparu. Yeah, how'd you guess his costume? He is Clark Kent.
It's because I'm clumsy and fall over everywhere.
He knocks over his empty bottles all the time.
Yes.
Hey, that sounds like me. Hashtag twinning.
Here, do you want to read this
Like, what's he
X-Ray?
hiding? No, he's just
It's for
incompetent.
you.
Sure.
Justin wrote a song.
Justin Martin's for $5. Guess who's back? Back again. X-Ray's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Anyways.
This Drew's like, I don't know what's going on. Weirdos. I don't know. You have to know that song.
Give me a beat.
It's just like, I'm leaving. I'm out.
This is very weird.
You don't know the Eminem song?
I want Disparu to have a rap career.
I've heard the song and I knew probably exactly those words and
that was
nothing
it.
else. Yeah.
I think X-Ray froze.
I didn't even know it was Eminem. Oh,
she's
no,
back.
she's back. Back again.
I'm back.
There you go.
Tell your friends.
I was gonna say that. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I swear the wine's already going to my head.
No, that's a mask.
Yay!
It's probably
We
cutting off the
are drunk.
circulation.
We are drunk.
Probably.
Let's get more drunk.
Let's get more drunk. Disparu
That's
is
the
Clark
best
Kent.
time to get more drunk, but you're already going.
He's Clark Kent.
British.
British Clark Kent.
Well, no, like I say, I did have. Well, I did have another mask of Galadriel's boyfriend, but I just thought it like if Morfydd Clark was in the country and saw this, she wouldn't be able to actually control herself, and I don't need flooding in the kingdom as I live here. So
Wow.
I couldn't go with Sauron. It would have been too much.
Yeah. It's so horrible when a woman gets so horny for.
For Satan himself.
Yeah.
You could put it
Is
on your
that
head
well?
like me. If I put this mask on, you guys wouldn't be able to hear me. So I'm just gonna keep it on my head. I don't know. I think you'd still get hot if you put that on top of your head, though. That mask. Hold on. What? Slasher, thank you for the 20 Canadian. Folks, let me tell you, Wicked Virtue, nobody does it better. You've got the Halloween spirit. Oh, sorry. Can you read this room? For some reason, you do better Trump. Can you do this in Trump's talk? You do
In
better
Trump?
because you're a guy. In Trumpism.
I haven't seen
I think
anything that he's pronounced recently, but
Okay, 'cause it's
folks,
'cause he's
let
a
me tell
guy.
you, Wicked Virtue, nobody does it better. You've got the Halloween spirit, the energy. It's like nothing I've ever seen. You're a real patriot of entertainment, believe me.
Thanks,
I'd need to see his like speech or him talk for a while
No, that
before
was good. That was good enough. It's better than what I would have done. Okay. Oh, well, since we're talking about the penguin, I'm doing good with super chats. I did so bad, not bad last week, but we were like an hour behind at some points because this ruins
Oh,
heavy. We were going
no.
off. So I'm gonna try to keep up this
That's
week.
perfect when you have
It's
fun
great.
like that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we were having fun, but I felt bad because like some super chats were like an hour and a half behind. I was like, whoopsie.
Oh, I know exactly because we could be like, I'm so sorry, and then read them. I'm sorry. She's more Canadian than you think.
I live close to Canada, so maybe it rubbed off a little bit.
Well, this is the entire point. Everyone relies on Wicked to be like the one herding the cats.
That reels it in, but I
To
was
be
just,
like,
like
"No,
enjoying the show myself.
We've got to do this.
Yeah. Christian, thank you for the 20. Not acting in The Penguin is dumb, especially given that the role is in the movie, included plenty of violence against women. Falcone murdered Selena Kyle's mother, strangled her roommate, and tried to strangle Selena to death. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what's so
Yeah,
stupid
but the
about
next
it.
one would have been too far.
And one more is going too
Yeah,
far.
it's like, I can do 3, but that's my line.
I can't. I can't get up
After
to
that.
5.
No.
That's good life advice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to choose your 3 correctly. Like, you can't waste them, right? Only on the most deserving of people.
It's like wishes, okay? Anything more than 3 is too much.
Oh my gosh. So you guys seen the Trump McDonald's, right? You went to McDonald's. We already talked about this, I think, how the boys they just like straight up came out and said that that Homelander is supposed to be Trump, which is so stupid, but
Have they been
They had-
cancelled
they-
yet? Or they do one
No.
more series?
they're probably doing one more. It's
Right.
it's
They
awful.
probably
The
can
show
have
got
one
so
more
bad.
out.
Yeah.
I think
But
the
they
crazy
had to
part
do
is
this. They just had to. Like I was like, really? Okay.
people should have known that Homelander is Trump since like the 2nd season.
He's the best character in the show.
Well, one thing about the boys' writing is they've always been open about, like, they are entirely partisan. They only care about one side.
Yeah.
They hate anyone that isn't there. Like, they do just say all of this, and they whenever the showrunner says it, he always includes the writers and everything. How my writers are scared, but it's becoming more obvious because they're living in this more. They're even more scared now, and they've got to show it in their writing. So it is always weird when people are like, oh no, the boys takes both. No, it doesn't. It never has. It was never intended to. It's always not exactly what it wanted to.
I mean, you could tell they at first they tried doing it kind of subtly, right? But then they just straight out.
Season 1
said it.
was more in the middle.
Yeah, season 1 was actually good. I liked season 1, and season 2 is when they started getting too real with the actual social
one-sided.
politics and one-sided. Yeah,
That
I
True
girls,
with it.
oh my god, the girls get it done BS. was
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
Well, I think what it is when people see them doing things which are like, oh, I actually like that. So, well, when they think they're like playing off both sides, there's a bit with Homelander where he's talking to, I don't know whether he's blind and he can only hear or something. But Homelander just comes in and like pops both of his ears. And people are like, oh, yeah, because he was talking about being, I can't remember the exact scene or whatever.
Yeah, it
But-
was like they wanted a diversity hire, and the whole was like, I have no use for this.
Yeah, so some people thought that was taken. No, what that was is you were meant to hate Homelander for that scene. And someone was like, no, that was funny. They've never been at all, at any point, on both sides or even in the middle. It's just some things happened which other people agreed with, what you were supposed to despise. Same thing as the Joker movie. Some people like some of the stuff in it, but you weren't supposed to. You were supposed to hate it, so the later ones came around and corrected you on that. And made sure that they made it so obvious you could never like it. But it is literally just because this is what happens if everything you like is opposite someone else. They can put something up as hateful, and you just think it's based. So, you know.
It's true. But I'm surprised they didn't put like a mini episode out. They had to take the picture though. So, you know, someone in the chat called it though. They're like, they need to stay relevant. That's how they stay relevant.
Do you have the AI version? Because I actually think it's better than the boys one.
There's an AI?
Oh,
Yeah,
you put it in the chat. Can you find it? Yeah.
I'll find it. I think it's amazing.
I can't wait to see this. I have not seen this.
She's been behind. I don't think you put it in chat, right?
Yeah, I'll find it. I've got it.
Okay.
I believe in you. Disparu's bookmarks tab.
He's got everything. He's got stuff
I posted it in the
last
Twitter
year's
chat.
shows and okay.
Or I can put it in the private chat, whichever's easiest.
I got it.
Yeah, this is just. I don't know whether they set up the events and the AI made it, or whether they just fed in the original footage and let the AI do whatever it wanted to, because both seem to come up with really wacky.
I'm not going to share the audio because it's just like loud music.
Oh no, yeah, I wouldn't do audio.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is just how some people thought it'd go.
Sorry, it was loud for me.
Okay, like guys, this is a guy from The Apprentice. I think he knows how to serve.
Wasn't the caption like "This is what the left thought was going to happen"? That one killed me. Him falling out of the drive-through window.
And he starts like surfing. Yeah.
Oh, that's disturbing.
Fries falling out of the vent.
So weird sometimes. I love when it gets a little like wonky and your reality. Like when he went through that car.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy who does I let AI edit my holiday pictures, and that comes back with the most weird stuff. There is lots of this like surfing like animations and things. Mm-hmm. I just like he's like, oh no.
The best one is him falling out of the drive-through window like that would happen.
I bounced it. You know, this reminds me. Do you remember when they did an AI version of Dr. Raygun doing her like breakdancing? That was disturbing.
No, I've not seen that. I mean, I imagine it improved it because.
Oh, it did. Still,
just a guess.
Yeah, but I mean, she wasn't dancing either. So what's the worst the AI can do?
Make her dance.
Okay, yeah, just extend it. Yeah. You can almost tell the training footage. So, like, there was a lot of kind of water-based stuff. I've also seen a lot of, like, space rockets in an AI creation, so I think they trained it on that. And if it doesn't know what it is, it just launches it into space.
Things are better when it's launched in space, too. Oh, my goodness.
Oops, I spelled it wrong. Sorry.
But yeah,
they something else. My bad.
No, all good. The Trump stuff has been absolutely insane. Like the last couple days. Not to make this super political, but like
go for it.
Trump on Rogan. I saw
I've not seen it.
Comment.
I have to watch the whole thing, but I've seen parts.
I've seen parts, but my favorite thing was this comment. It was like, if someone told me that the host of Fear Factor and the host of The Apprentice was going to have a conversation 10, 15 years later, it's one of the most important political conversations, I wouldn't have believed it. And I'm like, I'm about that. I'm like, that is insane. Like it's two entertainment people being strong political people. Like it's wild how entertainment and politics have like really like entangled each other.
Well, Rogan doesn't even do that. His main tactic seem with all of his interviews seem to just be largely shut up and let the other person talk, which I think is why people like it. Yeah. Rather than because there are some people who will have someone on and they just basically do the same thing they always would, but with a different person there. It's like, do you even that the interview doesn't tell you anything about the other person. It just tells you more about the same presenter.
Yeah.
Whereas Rogan shows can be entirely different depending on who's there.
Yeah. he bases it off of people, but it is interesting when he doesn't get a good guest that can talk as much. You can always tell. But I love his interviews. You really get to know a person, and it's kind of fun to listen to.
Mhm.
See, great conversations.
Yeah,
Yes,
I have.
great questions.
I'm probably tomorrow. I have like a long like, drive that I gotta do, and I think I'm just gonna pop that on and listen to it because I only got to listen to parts because it's just been like a week. So I've seen little clips on X. The one was so funny. He's like, you do stand up there, like when he was talking to Hillary. He's like, you would be in jail. Like he doesn't care. He just says what's on his mind. And Joe Rogan was right with that, which is why people like him, even if they don't agree with everything he says. Like he's like being himself. He's not doing the regular politician thing, and that's what people like.
Well, I think the time of like being super scripted, it's just like entertainment is
Mhm.
just it's not as strong, and people like that type of um being able to relate to you through conversation and not feeling like you're someone stiff. And that's something
It's
Exactly.
we get from politics a lot.
it's not even just that. Like we've when it first came around, it was original. No one was used to it, and so the tactic worked. But once you get used to it and you hear everyone saying the same thing, you realize they're not actually answering any questions. You never learn anything, and
Yeah.
it just comes across as entirely fake. It comes across like dodgy used car salesman. You know they're lying to you. You know they're lying about lying to you, and the immediate reaction to that is, well, you just must think I'm stupid. And it's like, well, yes. Um, and so, of course, nobody likes that kind of attitude compared to somebody that'll just come along, and whether you agree with what they say or not, you know they're being honest because you know where they stand with that person, and then you can decide whether you want to be around that person or not. I'd much prefer that than somebody who's trying to keep everybody on side by promising them all everything and nothing at the same time.
Yes. A lot of fluff.
Yes, yeah, and
Very true.
that's the thing. And I think people naturally don't like fence sitters as a whole because if somebody will never take a stand on anything, you're like, well, I actually don't know anything about you, so I don't know whether I can trust you. I don't know who you are. I don't know whether you're going to betray me or whatever. But at least somebody that'll pick a position, whether you can still
You
respect
know
them for
they'll
taking the position.
You'll know they'll stab you in the front versus the back.
Well, yeah, and like you can. It's like even the people which are just like, I just want money. At least that's reliable, which is why people had mercenaries and stuff. They knew as long as they kept paying the mercenaries, they'd be loyal to them.
Mhm.
But when you've got somebody who's just giving you fluff, it's like, well, if I don't know what you're after,
It's
like you could be after
scary.
my job, you know? It's that kind of thing.
It's scary. Well, and I think when you said fluff, that reminded me of how like when COVID started, it was a lot of fluff. We're doing this together for the better of everyone. All this and what you want to be good people, right? And then you kept on hearing the same thing over and over again. You're like, I feel like you're not telling me something because all those people they get to go around free, but I don't. And then you got people snitching on me. And it just feels like the same thing over and over again when they do talk at you instead of feels like talk with you.
Yeah.
There's
No,
a thing in
exactly what it
Wheel of
is.
there's a thing in Wheel of Time about the two rivers where they were defined as a class of people where you could kind of guide them. I think they were kind of classified like stubborn donkeys. You could guide them to a place, but the moment you tried to force them somewhere, they would just dig their heels in, and the more you try and force them, the less they wanted to go along with it. And all that time, I just felt like this is, you are so obviously trying to force this, and you are ramping up the force more and more and more and more and more, and the pressure. This is weird. That was my main thing. I was like, this doesn't happen at any other time. Why is it happening now?
Well, I guess we will end up seeing. I'm not a voter, of course. I think people should vote, but just vote smart, not stupid. And
Well, you're Canadian, so.
this is
Oh,
coming
It's
from
like, she's like,
someone
I don't
who's
normally vote. Well, you couldn't do that anyway.
well, not here at least, but you know,
yeah.
they spend your money is all I gotta say. So I hope you vote.
Mm-hmm.
Vote smart. Old Renaissance Boomer, thank you for the 5. Wait, what? Extra girl is flashing. What? Oh, flashback. Oh, okay.
When did I say I was flashing?
I don't remember.
I think you're
I think it was
talking
during
out
the
loud.
penguin. You were like, "There's lots
Maybe.
of flashbacks."
Oh, yes.
Penguin, yeah.
Tons of flashbacks. I really like the flashback of I'm a little behind, but when they were doing the flashbacks of when the Penguin was the driver for so
Oh yeah.
it was kind of weird to see that friendly dynamic.
Yeah. It shows how she was really nice and then she got turned into what she becomes. But we won't
Crazy.
get into it because you said you're behind, so I don't want to ruin anything for you.
Yeah,
Jonathan Stevie, thank you for the 2. Not fat, not a 5s, X-ray, Wicked, and Disparu. Thank you, Jonathan. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Disparu.
I
I got yours
thought
in
that
1 second,
was
Mark.
I thought that was one of the weaker. I still liked it, but out of all of them, I thought that was the weakest one. And I was glad they got back to Penguin on this one.
I like Sophia.
When you call a show The Penguin, I want it to be about the Penguin. I don't care about the side characters; they don't deserve their own episodes. Like any other side characters, you should show in relation to the main character. So they should be the main focus. It's like in Doctor Who when they had episodes without Doctor Who in it. I'm like, why?
It did feel strange.
I liked it though because I like Sophia, but I'm a sucker for a good femme fatale, not like the weak crap that we've been getting. I think she's a good character. We'll see though; they could ruin her. I hope not. So far, I really like Sophia and her story's interesting, but I get what you're saying. It's penguins. But I like that we got that backstory too now. So we get like when he says to her, just trust me. He was like that before. She did trust him. They were tight and then he backstabbed her. So, because that
Yeah.
explains,
Hugged her
you know,
over.
yeah.
And they did it well because, and this is something that Western entertainment hasn't understood for a long time, but places like Korean entertainment has. Like, men and women act differently. They do things different ways, and they have different strengths. So the way that she would have wiped out the family was using poison. It's the most common thing that women do as a way of getting, like, offing people. So that is way better than if she'd gone around the house. This is, in most movies recently, you would have had to go around the house and she would have been like 1v1ing everybody, kicking the crap out of them all, like stabbing them with knives and stuff. And it's like, no, she would have done it the non-confrontational way, using poison, so there was no risk to her and she was outside and safe. And protecting the kid.
Way.
So everything about that was the kind of the feminine way of actually overcoming greater odds.
Yeah. Not everyone probably gets that, but the Julia Tofana way, she was back in like during the Italian Renaissance, she sold poison to women through makeup, and that's how they would kill their like abusive husbands. She wiped out a lot of guys. And no one really knows about her, but she's like, ooh. I mean, she didn't really actually do it. She just sold the stuff to the women. Sorry.
Well, there's
You made me
loads
think
of
that.
stories
When you said
of-
that, that's the first thing that popped into my head, that story.
There's loads of stories of husbands going to hospital and they're like, I don't know what's wrong, my kidneys are shutting down. And then it turns out the wife has been poisoning their meals like over months.
Mhm.
This has happened a lot. Yeah, this is why they always say never piss off the person that makes your food.
Yeah. Yeah.
They might
mean, that's
spit
good
in it or
advice.
kill you.
Or worse. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And Mark, thank you for the 50. Hold on, let's find something. Here you go.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
queen.
Yes.
We don't play enough clips anymore. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mark, for the 50. The American left just wants everyone to know that Trump working at McDonald's was staged because nobody could figure it out without them. Sorry for politicking on your stream. Wicked Virtue. You're
what
fine,
did
Mark.
Did they think he like got a real job there or something? I mean, all things that politicians do.
people might.
Whenever over here, it's very normal for them to like turn up at a factory and just like hammer some car doors or something for an hour. That happens all the time over here. So when I was like, oh, it's staged, like as opposed to what? What did you think that people thought was happening? That he was like, no, business hadn't been doing well recently. I'm gonna have to work at McDonald's for a bit.
Yeah. I need some more campaign money. Let me go make some french fries. There's people that probably really think that. Like, I'm not surprised anymore by what people think, and
Okay, minimum wage is what in the States? Like,
I don't know right now.
oh, okay.
But
It's
Luckily,
also
I
mean-
haven't made minimum wage in a while, so it's I don't know, maybe someone in the chat knows, but it is different in the States, right? I would probably know the New York State one
different all over the
first.
place.
Yeah.
Minimum wage.
I do
in
think,
Toronto's
though-
like 18.
When
Really?
somebody says something like that, I think it says more about them because it's like, well, I would have been fooled by that. I thought it was all real and only just found out it was staged. I have to tell other people. It was like,
I must let the
know.
world know we're
Well,
being
Yeah.
fooled.
okay, let's just say this. Advertising is literally all lies. Everything you see in pictures and videos. Like, my favorite is Swiss chalet chicken. That glazed, really sexy, moist.
Oh,
looking-
all food. Yeah, it's like painted and
It's
crap.
Vaseline
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
over a chicken.
Like the pancakes, that's oil, like motor oil that they
Mhm.
put instead of syrup over pancakes.
There's like one or two
Yum.
companies that do all of the major advertising for food just because they're that good at it, and nearly it's all fake. Quite often they make all the food themselves, but a lot of it's just like painted or made out of something that isn't even
Yeah,
food
To make
'cause
it look
looks
better than it is, because it's
Yeah.
not. It don't ever look like that. No.
Looks really good. That motor oil looks great.
Taste.
WD-40, yum.
Oh my gosh.
Fun.
Ed, thank you for the 5. A mercenary is cheap. You pay them to go away. Idealists have no limits.
Well, that was
Maybe
a
heading
wife.
off a cliff and intending to have you ride along. What?
What?
You got the- Whoa. Thank you, Ed. So have we been keeping up with Agatha?
I have.
I've seen parts of Agatha this last episode, and to see Wiccan at full form,
This?
I mean, he's
on.
just a
that
completely evil git.
that costume is so bad.
Oh, you mean was it Maleficent or something?
Oh my gosh,
Costume.
I should find that. You're right. The
It's
teen.
so,
That was awful. He was
so
like
bad.
cheekbones. Like, you don't have Angelina Jolie's cheekbones. Shut up.
No, he looked like a AAA gaming
There it is.
character.
Like
That
it's
is
fun.
the if Maleficent
costume
was in a
is true.
AAA gaming thing, that's what it would look like. Look
That
at
looks like
Maleficent.
a trans Maleficent.
Yes. Hence AAA gaming. Like Ubisoft would be like, let's put Angelina Jolie in our game, and that's how it would end up. Like, looks just like her.
You should have gotten the
God.
Maleficent horns, but it was too. I mean, this episode just.
I thought it
Cares.
was the Maleficent horns. I thought that's
It
what they were
is.
It
referencing.
should have been
But it's
bigger.
Oh.
Maleficent.
in my
Just
opinion.
Maleficent. That's what I'm saying. Like, he said something in the episode, like, well, if the cheekbones fit or something. I'm like, you don't
Yep.
look. You don't look like Angelina Jolie. Shut up.
Well, you have to remember in the episode before, he did go, no distractions. You're going to have to put away those arms. It's like, what arms?
I
That
know,
guy
I
has
know.
less muscle definition than I
More
do.
muscle than that guy.
That was ridiculous. Yeah, I did do a review of the episode
Put away
before.
those noodles.
Late, and it was the most fun I ever had in a review. I was wetting myself laughing at it. This one, I do have a soft spot for like time travel things, which this story was. So I preferred this more than the rest of the series, but it was more the character in the top left. Her story was way more interesting than literally anything else that happened.
Layla, is that her name?
Really?
I
Yeah.
forgot. What's her name? I agree
Well,
with
it
that.
was
Her
just-
story is more interesting.
It was
but
just because we found out why she was going around like saying random stuff.
Yeah.
And I always have a soft
Not
spot for
dementia.
stories where they will give you different things and then explain it later.
Oh,
Whether
like
it's good or
the
not, I just
reveal.
like that style of storytelling, which is what they do with this.
Yeah. No, it's how many more episodes until it's
Next week's the
done?
last one, I think.
Really?
Okay.
No, I think there's 9 episodes.
Oh,
So
two
there's-
so there'll be
episodes
2 more.
finale. It'll be 2 next week. If I
Okay.
remember.
Oh, are they ending with 2? Oh, okay.
Yes. Kind of like how it started. So
Okay. Well, enough of that.
I don't know.
That means
I
it's going to
hope
be
it's
like
good.
an hour and a half finale.
With credits.
Well, they probably
With
play
credits.
the credits. Yeah, because. Well, no, because it's like 45 minutes, which comes down to maybe about 36 or something. Yeah, I suppose it is with credits. It equals hour and a half.
Didn't they
well,
have one that was
spend
only
so
like
much time.
25? Yeah. There was one
Uh,
that was only like 25 or 30 minutes or something, and I was like, oh, good. I'm glad it's over.
What,
It's
what I
amazing
don't
you can-
understand. Oh, I was gonna say what I don't understand is why don't we have the standard of time like we used to with shows, like 22 and a half minutes for a half an hour show?
Yeah, because adverts made it up to half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Box wine sales are up coincidentally. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, it was the entire thing with this. Everybody in the show is evil. Teen is utterly evil. He literally murdered people for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And only by luck, basically, because he didn't know, did they even survive. And so, like, why am I supposed to want either of these supposed 2 main characters, being Teen and Agatha, to survive? And if Wanda comes back and she's like, "Oh, you're my son," I'm like, "Yeah, but he should be dead. He has to go through justice
not
now because
coming
he's
back.
evil."
I would
Wonder
doubt that
Wanda will come
Elizabeth
back.
Olsen wants to come back, and I don't think
I
they're
think
going
she
to recast
said she wants
her.
to come back.
Really?
I
I'm
don't
sure
think
I've
I could
seen multiple-
afford her.
I know, right? The show's not doing very well.
Wasn't there even talk of her having a new movie or appearing in something?
I mean,
I
she
don't know,
does a
if
good
you-
job being that character. Have to admit, a lot
He
of
does.
Yeah, Hollywood Reporter, 12th of September. Elizabeth Olsen is still open to putting on her supersuit and returning to the MCU. And there's been lots of rumors about her coming back and possibly being in other things that they're doing. So maybe they'll reintroduce her that way. But I do think she will return.
one
Okay.
day. It'll probably be a movie.
Yeah,
If
I don't.
we even
just
get
mean
that.
I don't think she'd return on Agatha. Is what I meant. I
Oh, no,
feel
not
like
on
she would,
Agatha,
she
no,
would
but-
come back as Wanda. Yeah, but not. Nah.
No one's turning up on Agatha. Although she was asked about it. The showrunner of Agatha was asked about it, and she had to look at a publicist, and she literally said, "This is the first time I've looked at you for an answer," and she was very cagey. And I think that was about for the finale. So I don't know whether it's tied to it or whether she knew something. But it was an extremely weird way of, because I think she was asked, did you ever consider putting her face in the TV series? Because in the first episode, you don't see her face, even though
Just
you
the
know it's her
hair.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I couldn't work out whether it was trying to not spoil something or wanting to say no without offending a major actress. I think
Ooh,
could have
that's
been either.
hard to guess because she's so. I haven't seen her do anything stupid on a red carpet. So
No, I
it
don't think
could be both. It could be
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
She has an NDA.
Well,
like
because she might know something, but at the same time, I do think it's the kind of thing of nobody wants to burn a bridge with anyone because you don't know who you're going to be within a movie. And if she's
Like
in something and she could get you a
Carmine?
director's credit or a producer's credit, it's like, no, I would rather. This is the whole thing. This is one of the reasons Hollywood doesn't work because everyone's stepping on eggshells around everyone else because no one's telling anyone the truth.
You don't know
Just
who you're
because-
gonna piss off.
Yeah. So they don't have honest feedback about what's good or bad. Everyone just tells everyone it's amazing. You're my favorite person in the world.
They gas everybody up.
Yeah.
That's really it.
And, well, that's
A
why
lot
I
of-
can understand it when it
Okay.
goes to the public and the public suddenly go, "This is crap." Like, well, I've just been told for 3 years by everybody I know this is amazing. So it must be amazing. It must just be you because you're the only person that thinks this.
It's just
Why?
you. It's true though. Yeah, I would. So I don't know. I have no faith in Marvel, but so I just highlighted the chat. Someone had said that she said she'd come back for the right writers. So if she did say that, she's gonna be waiting a while because there's
That's what the hell?
Dungeon Daddy.
just for real. I'm trying to be serious.
So much more disgusting with the dungeon daddy.
It's like
It was really
actually was-
disgusting enough.
he knew you were looking down, so he's like, "Hold on, let's wait." A second."
I can jump scare again.
He's got the power.
Oh my god. Let's never look at Clown Rude Eye again.
I can't make that promise.
Please, guys.
He
We need to
Please.
stop him. Please. I don't want it.
needs to be stopped.
He's
This was the
evil.
thing. During that stream, people kept coming into the stream and be like, "What on earth is happening here?" And he kept blaming Sevi. I was like, "You've been going around telling him," and he didn't know. And Sevi was like, "No, I haven't." She still got blamed. So then at one point, he thought I did it because it was me. I
Sounds
was the
about
one
right.
going around just sending it to everybody. And then for some reason, someone else came in and he kept blaming Sevi. So it took like a week before I was like, "No."
Poor Savvy. She's getting cross. She's getting strays.
Right, Disparu was having such a rough time last week because we had Savvy on, and then he would talk about D&D. He'd be like, sorry, Savvy.
Savvy.
It's too similar.
Well, also, because while doing that, you will say Sevi, and she'll, like, Savvy will probably just think you mean her, but have pronounced her name wrong. So you actually have to be like, no, I don't mean you. I mean, and she'll be-
An E, not an A.
yeah.
You
So
mean,
even though it comes across, well, obviously you're not saying my name. It's like, yeah, but you could have just thought I mispronounced yours.
Also, with your accent too, it could be
That's true.
misinterpreted.
That's
You mean
true.
when I say it properly?
We need
Yes.
a Sevi Savvy
I don't have an
stream.
accent. Thank you.
I would love a Sevi Savvy stream.
Everyone just gets confused. Be great.
Rudai was telling a story about how apparently there's a maid tabletop thing, and I did make sure it wasn't the Canadian healthcare. And so apparently what it is, it's you have the dungeon master being literally their master, and all the other characters are the maids that worship the dungeon master. And then Rudai was trying to go
Rudai knows about that then. He
Well,
wants
no,
to be worshipped.
I think it was Mike which spoke to Arudai about it, but Arudai already knew about it. I think that's how it went.
Of course,
So, yeah,
those
he
two
would-
know about the maids.
He was trying to come up with a group of people that he might be able to do it. I was like, yeah, it's like Charlie's Angels, but in French maid costumes.
So who's doing it?
I don't know. Well, we don't know. I think he wants to do it. It's if he can gather the people to do it. It would be funny.
It would be funny. I mean, Arudai said that he'd buy me an outfit from La Perla. I think is it La Perla? Very expensive. But I don't think he's gonna make it to 20K at that year mark.
Oh, did you put a time limit on it?
Of course.
Yeah. What?
It's gonna be forever. I'm not gonna let him put me in a maid outfit on his whim. F that.
Well, I thought you
There
would have
has
left
to be
it like open-ended
guidelines.
because you got a maid costume out of it. An expensive maid costume. Like, if anything, I thought you were the one that won out of that deal.
That's probably true, but I think Chad would have won the most.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
thing. Out of the people on the stream, I think Sevi said no, simply because it would mean obeying a Rudai. So that wasn't really up her street. Probably would have done it if it wasn't obeying a Rudai. And Tux was like, I don't know. And it would have played either way. So
that sounds like a no.
yeah. So yeah.
Speaking, we didn't get to talk about this on Saucy yet because it just happened. This has actually been my first stream since, but I did hit 8K a few days ago. Thanks, guys.
Congrats! That's amazing.
But yeah, I wasn't feeling well all week. 'Cause people were probably like, "Where is she?" Because I wasn't at the meetup and I wasn't streaming. I was just like, felt like, ugh, just did not feel good. But I'm good today. It's good to be back. It feels weird. I didn't stream for like 4 days.
Were you supposed to be going to the meetup?
No, I just
Oh.
wasn't feeling well. I would have normally just been like gaming and stuff, but I just kind of like disappeared after Monday. But yeah, I feel good now. What's wrong? What are you laughing at? No, like what?
Is that you?
That's just me.
You're
I'm just-
adorable.
I'm good, and I'm getting drunk. Maybe that's another reason why it's hitting too, because I've been like very sluggish all week, and like today's my first day. I'm good, and I'm like wine.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
it's
what should
rude.
happen.
Just
Then
finish
I hope
off
you
the
get better.
nasty bacteria.
Yeah.
This is really
the
good though.
disinfected.
They had a Frankenstein one too. I just got the bride one though because it's cute. I think I'm gonna go back and get the Frankenstein. Well, Frankenstein's monster. Sorry,
Yeah.
say it
What-
properly.
He always had massive trouble with the ladies, did he? Because he kept his nuts in his neck.
I was trying to. Don't say that when I'm taking a sip. I almost said something that would have got good.
I suppose you're technically correct, Brew.
Mhm.
I don't like nuts in a guy's neck.
Well,
Sounds wrong.
I mean, a lot. Apparently, a lot of them enjoy it. So
Well, a good subset, maybe a lot of Hollywood, but nuts don't belong in men's necks.
On that note,
Why
gambler.
does that sound like a T-shirt? It's like-
Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships.
Saucy.
Saucy.
And I didn't skip anyone. Don't worry. I just saw that and I was like,
Shaken,
whoa.
not stirred.
Freaking not. Oh my god, that stream where we all sounded retarded.
Shaken.
We embarrassed ourselves that stream for sure. Jason, thank you for the Australian 5. Hi to, you want to read this? And you said you're going full
Why
Sean
not?
Connery?
Oh, it's like Jason Webster for 5 Australian. It's very difficult to say the words that you haven't heard him pronounce. Yeah, hi,
can do
hi.
it.
To the how am I supposed to? I look at the one you
Hi.
chose. It's like what? This is
You don't have
ridiculous.
to do it. You don't have to do it. It's okay.
Well, I don't. How much?
Not-
Vivacious. It's like what?
Perfect.
Discerning. Hi to the always vivacious. This is there's no way.
Can't
I
do
would
it.
have to hear him say the word vivacious.
Reverse.
The
Well,
words
you
you
get
don't
shaken,
know,
not
just say
stirred.
regular. It's all he can say.
Jason Webster for $5 Australian. Hi to the always vivacious X-ray girl, the discerning wicked virtue, and Speedy Gonzales of rapid fire wit and sarcasm. Disparu. That's always yes. I'm the world's greatest lover. If speed's important to you. Another fun episode underway.
Sorry, I
It's an
wasn't
old
ready for
Jimmy
that.
Carr joke. Grow up.
You said it.
I imagine you channeling the energy of heel versus baby face.
Yeah, 3.6 seconds.
Oh wow! 3.6. Dang. Good for you. Well, it
Well,
takes,
then you can get back to something important.
She's like, listen, I paused my game for this, okay?
I need to get back. God dang it. You know, Elden Ring has no pause button, so we gotta go.
Well, exactly. That's what when they always say that you've got a problem with premature, and it's like, well, no, the guy never has a problem with that. You have a problem with that. He's just more efficient. He can do more in his day.
There goes
Like he
this
gets
group
exactly what he
blaming
wants and
women
leaves.
again.
Yeah, you know what they say? Panda eats, shoots, and leaves.
What? I thought,
Wow.
Commas are important in grammar.
0.36-second pump chump.
Oh my gosh. Carlos, sorry about your dad. Thank you for the 5. The CW mastered
What?
the art of giving side
I'm
characters their own episodes. That's very true. Not even their own episodes. Side characters get their own series with the CW. They did it a lot, but some of them were really good. The originals, I think, is the best out of all those. Like the Vampire Diaries universe, the originals was the second. Yeah, it was the second spinoff. There's Vampire Diaries and original. Then what was that one with Hope? You know what I'm talking about.
Originals. No.
Yeah, no.
No, it was based in a school. Like I could tell you all about the series.
Legacies.
I could tell you the story of the series.
He can't hear you. Legacies.
There you go.
Yeah, so originals to me was even better than the Vampire Diaries.
The
I loved
originals
it.
was
Oh,
the
originals
best.
was easily the best. Well,
Yeah.
those
I've
characters
seen
were
that
better.
first.
It was those characters that made the Vampire Diaries better when they were in it. And
Yeah,
so-
the originals were the reason I loved it. As soon as
Mhm.
Klaus came in,
yeah,
I
Klaus
love
is great.
Klaus. Love
This is
Klaus.
why
So
when we were
obviously-
doing the Halo reviews, I kept calling him Klaus Michelson, and Lady G was like,
Oh,
"I don't
yeah,
know
he
who
was
you
in
mean."
guys, if I ever had a crush on a vampire, it'd be Klaus. God dang.
Is that because he was an artist? So yes, he would rip your neck out,
Yes.
but
he
he
would
can
use
also
the one to
paint.
paint.
he can show you his softer side.
The way he treated Caroline.
Yeah. So I actually
Oh.
seen the originals first. I didn't know. So I didn't watch Vampire Diaries because I thought it was like another Twilight type thing, and I was like, gross.
I haven't seen
So-
Twilight to compare, but it is very
I've
girly.
the
seen
first one.
drama.
It's
Yeah.
not
It's
good.
worse.
It's not good. But so I see the originals first, and then when I found out that it was a spinoff, I was like, oh, so maybe Vampire Diaries isn't that bad. Yeah, the Michelsons are great. Klaus and Elijah are just so good.
The
best
funniest
brother.
thing about the Vampire Diaries is that literally every character in it gets superpowers. Like, it's
Yes.
just a random group of friends, and one of them is like the only vampire hunter from a lineage of vampire hunters. I was just like, well, we've got to give him something. And then everyone else is like a witch, or they turn into a vampire, or
Or they
a
have that
werewolf.
ring.
There was only one person.
Oh,
that
the
was
daylight
super
rings.
normal.
At
Everyone
first,
got
they were like,
daylight rings.
Matt
at first, everyone was like, well,
regular.
Yeah, he was
you
the
can't walk
only
out in the
regular guy.
daylight because the daylight rings are really rare and you need a witch. And then suddenly just giving them out like candy. Every vampire can walk around in the daylight.
Oh, we got one for you and one for you. you.
Yeah,
That's what
we've
I
got a
liked
house
about.
witch.
I'm not gonna ruin anything for you, X-Ray, but in like the Buffy verse, vampires can't be in the sunlight. There was like the gem of Amara, the one thing that you could have, and it was put into a ring. I don't know if you remember Disparu. So like, no, vampires just couldn't be out in the sunlight in the Buffy verse. I like that. And they also did.
Yeah,
Sparkle
but they
'cause it's
still,
gay.
even they cheated it. It's like, well, Spike's gonna run around with a coat over his head. That happened a few times.
He got burned though. He's like, help me.
Yeah, he's running, he's like steaming.
It's great. Jason, oh wait, did I already? Oh no, sorry.
No,
Thank you
this is
for
a new
another
one.
5. It's a new one. Fitting Wicked Virtue is wearing a Jason Voorhees mask as Saucy Saturdays has always been a cut above similar YouTube streams. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I actually did have it's a fake machete, but I can't find it. Sorry, so pretend like I have it.
Well, in America, you had to go, it's a fake machete. It's like, you can just have machetes in America.
I have sword. I have a real sword, but
There
like
you go.
I don't,
You
what
should
do I
have just
need?
done that. It's like, now I've upgraded.
Just
You come in like with like a
Jason
two-handed...
Voorhees goes to
Yeah.
pirate. He's a pirate now. He's been to space. Now he's gone back in time and
It's
he's a
come from
pirate.
medieval time.
Yeah.
It's just going to be Hugh and Shad versus the Roman Empire.
There's a new one.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Masa, what is that?
Richthofen.
Oh, are you asking? Thank you for the 199. And are you saying this is what you want?
Racist cow.
9999. I read
We
the
haven't done
super
that in a
chat.
while.
You're welcome.
There you go. And Malty, thank you for gifting 5 memberships.
Hi.
Oh, it's a call... Apparently, it's a Call of Duty character.
What is? Oh, that person.
That picture. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which it's a Call of Duty Zombies. So that actually works really well for Mozza. Apparently he's got like a photographic memory of all zombies content. You could just that would be a specialist subject.
Oh wait, we see another one.
Son
of
Mars.
Wow. Who is
Have
mom?
you just got Mozza and given him a receding hairline?
He's probably like a force baby or something.
Why does the son of Mozza have less hair than Mozza?
His
it
dad
must be
stresses
from
him
mom.
out.
The genetics kicked in early this day, father.
Oh my god.
Thank you, son of Maz. Happy Halloween this coming week. Don't listen to the dog though. He's an actual demon.
Wait, what? What
So
dog?
I don't know because in Mazda talk he calls everybody a dog, but this Mazda could actually be talking about a
Oh.
real dog. I don't know.
You know, if you brought up Cerberus to Mozza, he'd be like, I don't like Cerberus, he's a dog. And he'd have no idea who Cerberus is.
He said that
It'd
about
be Snoopy all over
Snoopy.
again.
He
Yeah.
said that about Snoopy. He's like, Snoopy's a dog. And we're like, yes,
Yeah.
Mazda, good job. He is.
There's no way he knows who Cerberus is, though.
Congrats,
No.
Mazza.
We're proud of you. You're learning. Old Renaissance Boomer, thank you for the 5. What did one saggy breast say to the other saggy breast? We'd get into a bra before someone thinks we're nuts. Oh. Just really liked
Oh,
that
wow.
one.
Look, gravity affects everybody. By the time you're 60, you're tucking them into the sock wherever they come from.
I
Otherwise,
was
you're going to
thinking
play
that, Lord
swing
Bolsa.
football on the way to the bathroom.
Ew.
Dang.
What? That was a very delayed ew.
Ew.
Because I was
The image was just
reacting.
lingering.
It was. Thank you for that. Lord Bolsa, I was thinking that. I thought that kind of looked like the Son of Sam guy, but it didn't fully register. Okay, he's a serial killer, Son of Sam. You guys aren't
Oh,
aware.
that does fit Mozza.
That fits Mazda very well.
Like, the only reason Mozza's not been done for that kind of thing is just because he lives, like, in the outback, only surrounded by emus. And so they just let him loose on the emu population as if, well, he's saving the world one at a time.
Yes, that's gonna be.
That's the best
Mazda's,
thing about Mozza. You can make up Mozza law, and he'll just agree if he's ever asked
they're
about
like,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, I did that.
I did that back in the 1800s. I'm a vampire.
Did it without
So-
shoes.
Impressive. Justin Martin, thank you for the 5. Disbrew, why aren't you wearing your SS uniform? Being of mostly German descent, it really made me feel seen.
Yeah, that was I thought it was just Az, but apparently no, we saw something, because halfway through FNT, Ryan suddenly went, I can see it! I can see the hat! I'm like, what? I mean, it's clearly got teeth on the front. It shouldn't look like any normal hat. It should be very visibly different. But no, apparently, you catch it at the right angle. I mean,
Looks
it's
like
got
an
eyes on the top,
alligator.
but
When you have it a certain way, it looks like an alligator.
yeah, it either look like that, or if it does look like leather, you very quickly come across sort of like you're a Californian.
So thank you, Digimental. Son of Sam blamed it on a demon dog.
So
Really?
would Mozza, to be fair.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah, dog did
that
it.
makes sense. It
Mhm.
makes complete sense that that profile. But thank you for clarifying that. I know a little bit about the Son of Sam story, but not a lot. So
I don't, because I don't watch true crime stuff.
yeah,
I know a lot of people watch true crime stuff. It's not me.
not for you.
If I wanted to witness real life crime, I'd just travel to London.
That's fair enough.
It's only a train ticket away.
You're living not far from true crime right now,
Yeah.
literally. Slosher, thank you for the Canadian 5. Grammar is the difference between helping your uncle Jack off a horse and helping your uncle Jack off a horse.
Mm-hmm.
I had to say that quick.
Panda eats, shoots,
We
and
still
leaves.
waited for Disparu for, or not Disparu, sorry, for X-Ray for this because it's her song
Mm-hmm.
about horses.
Well, it's like
No, it's not hers.
Let's Eat Dad, and Let's Eat Dad.
Yeah,
there's many such cases.
it's true. Clyde, thank you
favorite-
for the. Oh no, go ahead.
uh,
Just for Q.
At one point, I had there was a thing. It was that same thing. Let's eat dad. Let's eat dad. Grammar is important underneath, and someone DM'd me and just went, "You missed the apostrophe out of let's." I was like, actually, that's pedantic in all the right ways.
Let someone DM'd you that though. That's funny.
Yeah.
Like they were so bothered by it. They're like, listen, I gotta tell him. He needs
Yeah,
to
I mean,
know.
he said grammar's important. He must want to know. I've also had the same thing about my thumbnails. I'm like, it's over, and people go, you missed the apostrophe between it's. It's like, yeah, but it looks worse.
Yeah, it looks better this way. Don't tell me how to thumbnail. That's where, yeah. Clyde, thank you for the 5. Don't get machete lessons from Dan Fask. Drew's eyes.
Oh my god,
Well,
he
no.
almost cut off his fingers. This is
On
insane.
On FNT, Shad legitimately went, well, I have a sword safety video on my channel that would have avoided the accident. Says one of the rules is don't swing a sword at yourself. Like, well, I mean, it's amazing you managed to make an entire video out of that sentence, but here we are. So yeah, if you don't swing it at yourself, you won't get injured. He's not wrong.
He's not.
He's not
Swing it
wrong.
away.
Maheti safety. But I mean, he's keeping himself safe from the Brazilian kids, just not himself. So
That's true.
I guess that's a start.
He needs to have it when he goes
The
across
starving
the
kids
pond to
ate-
take a shower in the waterfall.
What was that thing
He
in
needs to be
Buffy?
safe.
In dingoes ate my baby.
Mhm.
Whereas in this, it's like starving children ate my fingers.
Wait, it was in Buffy?
I think so. There was a guy that was in a band in Buffy. I can't remember what his name was,
sounds
but I think he
scary.
was in a band called Dingoes Ate My Baby.
Yeah, that was it was Seth Green, Willow's boyfriend, Oz.
Well, if you know that, why did you ask it like it was a question?
Well, you said something about the finger. No, I thought the finger thing. I was like, was that in Buffy? I
no,
the
I'm like,
Dingoes
it's
Ate My Baby
related.
was.
Yeah, dingoes
Yeah.
ate somebody's baby, and in this, starving
Yeah.
children ate his fingers.
That's
Yeah, no, it was. Dingoes Ate My Baby was their band. You're right. Mentrix for New Zealand.
That was in
5.
Buffy?
Yeah, no, I know that was, but I thought that there was like you were saying another band about. I got confused. Thank you for the New Zealand 5. How can feet smell if they don't have a nose?
Well, this is why Mazda doesn't have
Wow.
shoes.
This is why Moses doesn't have shoes.
He's a
Explains
the
philosopher.
lore.
shoes block his nose. What?
He's running an experiment to see if they can actually smell without a nose. So he's got to keep an eye on them.
That's why it has to be uncovered.
I
Jace.
didn't... You don't have to use Mazda and uncovered in the same sentence.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know this
We can
Mazza freaking rules. The rules of Mazzaing.
Well, no, it's like there are many people you probably shouldn't use uncovered in the same sentence with.
You know, I feel like Disparu should read this one. Can you?
I always liked right, and right.
He said it so fast. He's gonna pause.
They're all the same word.
right,
They're all literally the same pronunciation.
Okay.
He's being sassy.
He is.
I see
Okay,
how it is.
Sasparu.
It's actually it's true. The entire point of the super chat is that they're pronounced the same way.
I just like him being sassy. It's perfect.
It's great.
Keep it up.
It's a Halloween. You got to be even sassier. Well, almost Halloween. It's the Halloween special. Lucifer the Doberman for Canadian 2. Can we please get a Darth Bane Plus or Disney Plus series? Sorry.
I was waiting for you to say, can we get a Darth Bane D series? I was like, well, probably exists somewhere.
Somewhere on the
Darth
Corn
Bane's
Hub.
story is great, and it would make a great series. Not now. You have to wait until they can be like, no, masculinity is a good thing, and then you can make that series. But until that changes, no.
Mhm. That's fair.
But-
That's fair.
Well, it's because it would be very easily twisted, especially at the moment, because he's got like a female apprentice and everything. And part of their dynamic is that she's not strong enough to do what he does, because he's very strength-based. So he teaches her how to fight based on not essentially going direct head-to-head in strength and stuff. And you would lose all that kind of nuance of the story if you can't just go, no, people have different strengths. That's let alone anything else. As well as dealing with the Sith, they'd want to say they're the good guys and stuff, and he's not a good guy.
So I was gonna bring up a different Halloween article, but this one that just Drew posted, what the?
What? Oh,
This
I
is
don't know.
nightmare
I just
fuel.
found this on Google. It just appeared. I was like, this is amazing.
This looks like some like wish list
what?
Five Nights at Freddy's. Like
Now,
animatronic.
do you know what a Yorkshire pudding is? That's probably the
I
first question.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but
What
give
is
us
it?
give
Can
us
you
the
explain-
details.
Can you explain to the
What-
chat?
I mean, I don't know what
Hi,
exactly
Sarah.
they're made of, as I don't make them, but
You're
I think
supposed to
they're a
know
very-
this. I bet you Sarah knows.
what?
Sarah.
Who thinks I? There's literally no one on the entire planet that thinks
Wait.
I sit at home baking Yorkshire pudding. Like, that's not something
you
that.
eat it.
Oh yeah, there's
Taste
definitely a guy
You
that knows
just
the
know what it
recipe for
is.
Yorkshire puddings.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's
Yorkshire
basically just-
pudding.
X-ray knows what poutine.
Poutine
I'm sorry?
fries?
Poontang, what?
Because we poutine fries are. You ask her. Listen, the chat was making a joke once, and it's stuck in my head.
Apparently,
Darn you, chat.
X-Ray Girl knows what that is. It's like, wow.
Well, yeah.
No, I don't.
She knows.
I don't know
She
what
knows
a
what
poutine is.
She knows what
No,
poutine
she knows
fries
what
are.
poontang is.
No, she knows what poutine fries are because it's a Canadian dish. So this
Okay.
is British.
I know what Yorkshire pudding are. I just couldn't make them.
Well, then explain to the fine
Well, I had to
chat
look up what they're made of to tell you what they are.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, it's flour, eggs, milk, and sunflower oil, but it basically rises into something that, I've got to be honest, it doesn't look like this. This looks
Wait,
like
so
a
it's
tuber
bread?
version of it. This is
How is it
simultaneously...
bread and it's called pudding.
This is like if a Yorkshire pudding Doctor Who monster appeared. That's what it'd look like. And it's kind of like
Bad.
deformed. Like one overgrew in the saucepan or whatever.
Is it supposed to be
It-
savory or
They're not
sweet?
even in the saucepan, in the oven. And it turned into this.
It looks savory.
Yeah, so
It's
savory.
yeah, it's savory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. 'Cause you say pudding, and I think like vanilla, chocolate. But okay. What the
That's
heck
because
is this?
Americans don't know what pudding is. That's why.
You sound like Maz now. Pie scapes.
So is this Yorkshire pudding boy?
Is
Well,
this a
no, it's his
child?
dad. It's a Halloween costume. For the last 10 years, has dressed him up like Yorkshire pudding. This is a
that's-
family tradition. The viral and
Weird.
oddly creeping Yorkshire pudding boy.
Is that his
think so.
arm? Is he like a big dude?
Yeah. This is like a red dwarf monster. That's
Ugh.
what this reminds me of.
This makes my stomach hurt, and like I don't
I'm
want to eat bread ever
disgusted.
again. This makes me not
Well, that's
like.
all right. Yorkshire
bread.
pudding isn't bread.
Why does it look like bread then? Why is
It looks
is
like
just...
bread. It sounds like bread.
It's nothing like bread. It's more like pastry. If you wanted to give it like puff pastry,
Okay.
if you wanted any kind of consistency, it's more like that.
Okay. Well, we had to see it, so you guys said, "Oh, it gets
But
worse."
it's like softer than puff pastry.
Oh,
"Oh, it gets worse."
so
Yeah.
disgusting. So
Yeah.
What did he make his
It's a
costume
Halloween
out of?
costume. It's supposed to
I
look
mean, it works.
horrible and
If
gruesome.
that guy was walking down the street, I'd
Yeah.
cross the street, walk on the other side. Not walk.
You want to send him out like that when it's not Halloween and just send him door to door, see what happens.
Send him to a bakery like that. Here to pick up my
Yeah.
order.
Can I get a sausage roll, please? Just gonna add it to the. I'm just gonna absorb it.
It says lot like oh they must have gone on vacation. Okay, they have like a just random Las Vegas
Las
magnet
Vegas.
there.
Well, I
Can you
mean,
go to
maybe
Las
they've
Vegas
moved.
as Yorkshire pudding, like, please. I think that'd be hilarious.
It would be.
He's a landlord at a pub. Has made Yorkshire
Oh.
pudding costumes from scratch for his two sons for 10 years. It started
go.
when he was raising awareness for Sunday lunches. When he was working at a Toby carvery. And now the costumes are a worldwide phenomenon.
Wait, He made one video of his son dressed up as Yorkshire pudding monster as a joke one evening and was told to post it on TikTok as he
3
only had
million
22
views?
followers. And now the video has over 400,000 likes and 3 million views. And the landlord and his son have been launched into stardom.
Wow. Stardom. That's 15 minutes of fame. I wouldn't call it stardom. Your
Yeah.
viral moment.
Like, I wouldn't call them like the Hawk Tua level of fame. By the way, has anyone, I haven't watched her podcast. Has anybody here watched the, what is it, Talk Tua?
Oh
Right?
God, what? What
I heard it's relaxing. I don't know.
is that? Because she has nothing to say? I mean,
I
seriously.
think so.
If you ever
like-
wanted the definition of an empty vessel, there you go.
She never really sounded, besides that like little moment where she said the hawk to, like it didn't really feel like she had substance to her in any other interview
obviously-
that I've heard.
She literally just
Everyone
went viral because she said one catchphrase, and people were like, she needs a podcast. Why? She doesn't prove she knows literally anything. And how I mean, there are podcasts out there that do just mind that topic over and over again, but that's going to have a very niche audience.
Very niche. It gets boring pretty like quickly too if you do.
If she doesn't really have anything, yeah, and if she doesn't have anything new, or I mean, I guess she has guests, but who goes? Maybe I don't know. I haven't watched. I'm guessing though that she has people on.
There's been a few podcasts like that. There wasn't the one that two adult stars got together and started doing it.
She has
I think
tens
there
of
are
listeners.
several other podcasts in that. No, I actually think she did really well. I don't know whether it kept up, but when she first started, she was up in like the top 3 podcasts. So people
Oh.
checked it out. Whether it continued, I don't know.
I'm gonna
think
say
they-
it probably
the-
didn't.
The weird thing with it is she signed up to like agency representation and stuff. So they came out with a plan of how we're going to make you a star, and seem to have all these contacts so you can
You're a
you know,
star, baby.
get guests. How she suddenly was on every single live stream meeting celebrities and stuff. All came from that talent agency because they represented all of them, so they could just basically ship her around and just hope she stuck.
And it
But I don't know
didn't.
whether it will.
In my opinion.
Well, it depends. The people that are still viewing her stuff. I haven't
That's
looked.
true.
I don't look at the podcast charts. So
She probably made a decent amount of money though from like merch and all that.
oh,
But I
people are
don't-
paying her
that.
like 40 grand for an appearance. She,
Wow,
she definitely
okay.
made her money during it.
Good for her. The people that
Good
make
for
money
her.
doing worse stuff on the internet.
That's true.
That'll probably be like that's when you know that a podcast has failed is when she does that.
What? Just the worst stuff. Never mind. You know what? We don't got to dive
Sets up
into
her fans. Yeah.
it. Oh yeah.
Or only her fans.
Yeah. Just
Jason-
for her fans it is.
just for her fans. Just to I don't know. Jason Webster, thank you for the Australian 5. My favorite
Okay,
horror
no,
film
it is.
part 1.
Her YouTube channel,
Hold on, you're in the
125k
queue.
views, 262k views, 678, 455.
So people
These
do
are
watch.
thousands, by the way. So, you know, she doesn't have many videos on it, but the ones that she
They're all
uploads do
watched.
well. Yeah.
Okay, well, good for her. Jason, thank you for the 5. My favorite horror films, part 1: A Tale of Two Sisters, Bedeviled, The Thing, Alien, and Jaws. I feel like The Thing is kind of underrated. I love that movie, and maybe not. People like it, but you know, you just don't hear it get brought up too often when you're talking about classic horror movies.
It's a really great movie. The special effects are amazing for their
It's great.
time and
It's great.
aged
yeah.
pretty well, in my opinion.
Ed, thank you for the 5. I think I came back at the wrong time. Finger in the thing. Wicked IQ is going room temperature real quick.
A finger on what thing?
We were talking about the dingoes ate my baby, and he said something about a finger or something. I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna dive into it again.
I don't know.
It was that
Uh-oh.
time. I don't know. He said,
I was very quickly trying to Google a movie that was about the War for Independence and say it was my favorite horror movie, but I couldn't find one.
sorry.
I had a good joke, I just couldn't find a movie that referenced it.
Yeah, I think
I couldn't
agree.
find the
thing-
punchline.
I'm not saying it's under. Like I feel like it should be talked about more. It's such a good movie.
And the blob. It's
Blob.
basically one of the cheapest things of all time. It's just a story about an ever-expanding blob.
Sounds like Flubber. I love Flubber.
I love Flubbers.
Flubber's
It's nothing like Flubber.
great. Sorry.
Well, they're both goopy. I don't know. You know.
Is that's how we rate movies now? You know, the
Well,
gloopy
hey.
genre.
Flubber is equal to Sauron. Just saying.
Because it has many names. I mean,
he was black goo for a while there, so
that's true. Yeah, and then he just ate some insects and a woman, and somehow turned into a bloke. I feel like there's a message in there somewhere.
If you eat women, you're a man.
I did when I was looking up various different like Halloween things. There was a story about different costumes this woman had during her stuff, and she said one of the first costumes that came for Candy is this just kid completely covered in red. Like, he wasn't even wearing a costume, he just had like red paint all over him. And he just said, "I'm your period, I'm sorry I'm late."
Ah.
Oh, that's gross.
Jose Taco, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Disparu, if you were to move to the States, which state will it be? X-Ray, thanks for the hit coffee. Hopefully you enjoy the nitro and wicked high.
He meant the hot coffee. He got me
Oh, the
hot
hot
coffee,
coffee.
and then he was like, "Unless you want the nitro," and I'm like, "Of course I want the nitro." I didn't
From
even-
Starbucks?
No,
From
it was a coffee cart.
Oh.
And yeah, Jose, thank you again for the coffee this morning. You made me super hyper. Now, Disper, which state would you live in?
The issue is I don't know enough about the various different states and all the laws and stuff, but it would be something where essentially you'd have like castle doctrine, can carry wherever you go.
So Florida or Texas?
Lowest taxes, yeah. And big enough to the point where you could go to a place where you're just left on your own.
So you'd be able to live, so still Texas or Florida, most likely. It'd be hot, but, you know.
Well, yeah, but I think those are like some of the most important things. Like, you're in a place where, yeah, you want it to be safe, but you also want to be able to protect yourself and your property when necessary. A place which is just like, no, you know, as long as you kind of obey normal laws, you know, you don't go out and nick things, we leave you alone. If you do commit a crime, then we do punish you. And yeah, you know, doesn't have stupid house prices and stuff like that.
It's expensive everywhere.
Agreed.
There's areas of America which aren't. Like, isn't it the flyover states and stuff? Like, nobody wants to live there, and so the houses are a lot cheaper compared to, like, California, where the house prices are just skyrocketing.
They'll continue skyrocketing because people want to live there. Demand.
Well, yeah.
Yes, it's true. Jason, thank you for another 5. My favorite horror film was part 2, The Fly, Ringu, Cairo.
I thought that was Pingu for a second.
Cairo, Over Your Dead Body, Thirst, and Bush and Saba. Are these all?
I don't think I know many of those at all.
Yeah. Ringu, heard that.
I've heard of that and The Fly.
I've heard of Pingu.
Pengu.
Like, he'd make a good horror movie, and he's just there, and he's like,
little Pengu eating you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I thought about that Winnie the Pooh like scary movie.
I didn't watch that. Blood and Honey. There's 2 now, isn't there? Or they're making a second one.
It's out already.
I like those kind of things. There was another one where the Tooth Fairy went around killing people, and it's like, well, what did you expect her to be? She goes around stealing people's teeth. I was like, of course she's horrific.
I got Peacock back, the streaming service. They have like a bunch of comedy and horror stuff on there. I didn't watch it for months, so I canceled it, but I got it back now. I actually got 6 free months, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll keep it for 6 months. But they have a new show on there with Bruce Campbell, called Hysteria. And it's actually really good. I kind of binged it while I wasn't feeling well this week. It's 8 episodes, hour-long episodes. It's kind of about the like satanic panic of the 80s, if you remember. They don't talk about D&D, but that was like a big thing, like when D&D first got really big and parents were like really nervous about their kids. Like it's not about D&D, but I don't know, I love Bruce Campbell, but there's also Julie, oh my god, what's her name from Modern Family? And Happy Gilmore. Julie
Crane?
She was a mom in Modern Family. Julie, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name right now. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. There's a few names in it, like that you'll recognize, and it's pretty cool. I liked it. It was good.
Julie Bowen.
Oh, thank you, Bowen. Yes, her. It was pretty good. I just finished it yesterday. It's
Elon Musk has tweeted out a picture that says NASA renamed the size of the apparatus used for male astronauts to pee from small, medium, and large to large, gigantic, and humongous because no one was willing to pick their true size.
So it's like Starbucks with their stupid cup names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you feel like you're getting more.
Venti. They're all
Like,
the
you can
same
go home
shape.
to the wife and goes, you know, I had the large for my pee thing. My pee tubes are large.
But we all know what that
Think about the guy who has to be the humongous one, though. It's like, look, they have to put extra fuel in the rocket to get me to space.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It actually cost NASA $1 million more to get me into space.
So what I'm hearing is they should only hire small, or I guess large in this case.
This is an argument that I've seen the press make legitimately for the first mission to Mars should only be done by women because they're lighter, and so they'll need less fuel. I can't remember who made the article, but yeah, that was legitimately. Yeah, but they get lost on the way, so you can't have that.
Oh my god!
Look, it's not me. In Agatha,
The article, I know.
she killed her own kids. Guess who was driving the car? It was a bit on the nose, Disney. That's all I'm saying. Like, literally, they're driving along. First thing she does, crashes. The instant I knew she was driving, I'm like, no, this car's going to crash. And the only reason she crashes is because she's looking out over her shoulder at a shiny red thing in the distance. I got distracted by something shiny. Bang.
That's dumb, and then she kills her kid.
Mm-hmm. And at no point does anyone blame her. No one even says, keep your eyes on the road. You know, the husband's there whining. He does all the cooking. So they switched the roles around, and it was like, yeah, but at least if you had him driving.
Did you say he was cucking?
Cooking.
Cooking.
Oh, God.
I don't say cooking.
No, I heard
Some people say cooking. Some people say book looking cook. I say book looking cook.
Interesting. Okay. Well, Kitty, what do you think about this?
Every time I look at you, that's what I see first. Swole kitty.
Do you just keep it there? It's like goals.
That's
That's gonna be me in 6 months.
To look like that, guys.
I couldn't find I was trying to find a fun article of popular Halloween costumes this year, but honestly, celebrities and all the people that will be wearing them and influencers that'll get posted won't happen until after Halloween. So this will have to do. This is 18 extremely 2024 Halloween costumes that wouldn't have made sense last year. I don't even get this one. Katie gets this couch.
Oh my god.
It says, remember when someone randomly claimed on the platform formerly known as Twitter that JD Vance wrote that he'd make love to his couch in hillbilly elgie, and a bunch of people were like, sure, that sounds plausible. Anyway, for legal purposes, any reports of couch effing are just a joke. I wasn't expecting there to be swears in this.
I read it ahead and I was like, I don't know what she's gonna do there.
What is she gonna do? There's gonna be a lot of Sabrina Carpenter. She was this summer, a lot of especially Gen Z. She's very popular right now. Sabrina Carpenter person was arrested for being too hot.
What was she in?
She was in Disney stuff, and she's been around for a while, but she didn't take off until recent 2 years or so. Found her niche, I guess. But she was in, I think she was in Girl Meets World, the Boy Meets World spinoff. She was her best friend or something like that. I didn't watch all of it. I watched a little bit of it. I would say I've seen clips of her. I will say she puts on a pretty good show. To be honest, but she's dating this one guy. I forget his name, but he's he's an Irish actor that's been in a few things that I can't think of right now, but he's pretty popular. I can't think of his name right now though. Sorry. But yeah, that's who she's dating. Didn't you send a picture of this guy in the chat, X-Ray?
I don't know who her boyfriend is either.
Oh, yeah, that's the French vaulter.
Yeah, Barry Keegan. Thank you.
Oh,
Shane.
Yeah, this was the guy. Yeah, this was the guy that needed the humongous one when he went to space.
If he ever
he needed a reinforced pole.
Spaceman. Yeah.
Now the thing is, everyone
Look,
was
it
right.
just
The
says
poll,
his name.
yeah, the poll was already falling before he hit it, so he'd already lost by that point.
His pole was the last shot.
Yes.
that pushed
This
him
is
out
what
of
all. This is why I keep saying we need the Olympians to breed a super race of humans. That's what I think. Every time they should just be like, look, gold medalists, go in that room. That's literally it. Let
Only
nature
you
take its
guys
course.
Can procreate.
Mhm.
Okay.
We need the best people with the best genetics.
I love how this is so. It's just like people are like, you know what? If this guy can pull a superstar, anybody can, because he's just like a regular guy that probably like I don't know hunts alligators. I don't know. He's a swamp boat guy, so I don't know.
Well, no, that's is it Pete Davidson?
No.
No,
Sorry.
no, not him personally.
Oh.
I
No,
was gonna
he's
say,
the
that's
guy.
not Pete.
No, but he's the guy that inspires everyone because it's like
He gets
if
all
you
like
look like
the
a
pretty
pug,
girls.
it still doesn't matter.
I know.
My favorite theory was that is the guy that women date to show they have depth. It's like he is
Yeah.
literally the pug of people.
I mean,
He's
they're
the
showing that
bug.
he has depth in them. I'm convinced he has. That's why he gets
He could get
around.
to space without any fuel.
They don't even have his size in the pizza.
Yeah, we everyone keeps saying we need a space elevator. Maybe it's already here.
The girls have been trying to get to space. You see?
So I
It's
can't-
like all you need is to feel him a constant diet of Kate Beckinsale pictures from Underworld, and you'll be
Oh
fine.
god, that's gonna be next. We're actually gonna talk about how she looks like a freaking fembot now, but worse. No, but I can't confirm or deny this because but I'm pretty sure I seen a clip like a couple years ago where Ariana Grande was talking about Pete Davidson's thing, and he actually got kind of like annoyed that she was like because I think she just like probably broke his heart. I don't care. I don't know, but she was talking about him being like well endowed. So there you go. Yeah, Lucifer the Doberman just. There you go. We figured it out. Anyways, a childless cat lady, thanks to Marvel, the Marvels and Agatha. That's gonna be a Halloween costume. This was another one courteous of JD Vance. Technically, I am a childless cat lady every day, so why stop on Halloween? Oh God, who wrote this article?
So
No,
wait,
that-
you're gonna
that is-
dressed as yourself? That's so sad.
You're not going to, well, of course
care.
it is. They have nothing else in their lives. That's why they're childless cat ladies. You are not going to out meme that because it is too close to reality. It is reality. That's why it's funny. You can't take ownership of that, and you never will.
Pretty
Oh
much
yeah, this
anything
was
challenge- Did you watch
creepy.
this? Did you watch
No.
it? I didn't.
I've
so,
seen this picture though, and I've seen when her boyfriend also got boogers, and I'm like,
I don't remember
this is a very
which,
strange relationship.
I don't remember which movie I was watching in the theaters that saw the. It might have been Barbie, and I found this still the creepiest thing I witnessed on that screen. It was this trailer, and I was like, I'm uncomfortable. I want to go home.
Mhm.
It was so weird.
But this is basically every chick flick romance story. It's always the two guys
No.
that are after me. Oh, they've got to fight over me, and you look at him and you're like, yeah, but why would they bother? Like
This
seriously?
is when everyone started coming at Tom Holland. Like your girl's like,
Yeah, I don't understand the appeal.
Of her? Or
Yes.
no,
Well,
I don't
for
really
both
either.
of them, they don't even look like they go together. But especially with the way they've been acting in their own, I know they're movies, but it's very strange to let your partner do that.
Yeah, I mean, actors, right? But this is like a whole different level. Like she's, yeah.
Well, I
this
don't
is
care whether
different-
you're acting or not. I'm being with other men for my job. Well, that doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, well, then
um,
you wouldn't want to date an actress. But you're right. I'm the same way. I wouldn't want to date.
Well,
an
no,
actor for
it's not about the
reasons
actor.
like
She shouldn't want to. She shouldn't be taking these roles if she respected him. That's what I'm getting
That's
at.
a good point. Yeah, no, you're right. But it's like this. I don't want to call it a Spider-Man curse or whatever. But every Spider-Man and Mary Jane actor have gotten together. Toby and Kirsten were together. Emma and Andrew were together, and now Zendaya and Tom are together. It's like a.
well, are they going to be
Spider-Man
together
thing.
long? That's the question.
I shouldn't say
I think
Spider-Man
they
and Mary
have been
Jane
together
because
quite a
Emma
while,
was,
haven't
was
they?
Gwen.
Quite a
So.
while, but I don't know longevity if they're going to stay together forever.
Well, also, you never know with Hollywood whether it's just like
real or not.
What's the thing with I always forget her name. The most famous singer.
Taylor Swift.
Swift. Yeah.
Oh.
I keep seeing
Travis.
stories of people going, "Oh, that's fake." I'm like, is this something people do,
Duh.
and why?
I mean, it might not be fake, but I'm not surprised.
I
People do
wouldn't be
relationships
surprised if it was
for
fake.
publicity. People do that all the time in Hollywood, I feel like,
Well,
especially when they have
Pay
something coming
T
out.
Swift to like promote your movie, essentially.
Yeah.
At least with her, you can kind of understand it, because I don't know music, but everyone says that it's always about broken romance. And so I could understand if you were actually in a happy relationship, that you had a fake one going in the press that you systematically shut down just so you had a new album of a broken relationship. And you're essentially making your own narrative for your own music. It's the only
I don't know
logic
who-
I could get.
I don't know who either of these people are. Do you guys know who either of these people are?
I think Charlie XCX, that's a
I have
singer.
no idea.
I've heard
I don't
that
know about
before.
Troy.
I think I've seen it on like a short or something. Like maybe someone was playing
I don't
music.
understand what this has got to do with Halloween, I've got to be honest.
It's very boring. Praying
This
mantis.
is
But you
definitely
could be
going to be
these
a
people.
Halloween costume.
This is gonna be X-Ray's Halloween costume right here.
Moon
She's
Dang!
gonna go around
Moodang.
She's gonna go around and bite people. So look out, anybody.
I do
Next
bite
week,
people.
if you see X-Ray, she's gonna bite.
I have teeth though. Moodang doesn't.
So
Yes.
it's
Like,
gonna
you
hurt.
just wait until Moodang grows up and she's massive.
Moodang
And
is
then
gonna
they still,
kill you.
because they've been pissing her off her entire life, she will have her revenge.
The unknown. What's this? Is this like a TikTok thing?
I have
I don't
no
know. I've
idea.
never heard
On
of that.
Comic-Con last weekend, I saw someone dressed as the original character penned for the scamish glass. Oh, glass.
Oh, I do remember that,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember
The
that.
Charlie
guy-
and the Chocolate Factory thing.
The one that came out the wall, they invented their own villain,
Oh,
and
that
it was
was
just someone in
so
a mask.
weird.
They even
So
carried a
weird.
full-length mirror and went down swimmingly. So somebody went to probably New York Con. I think that was last week. And they did the Glasgow Willy Wonka. That's creative.
funny.
That's pretty creative,
funny.
actually.
There's just
A
like a
coke-
trash fire.
A coconut tree. I can hear the exact Candace of Kamala Harris saying, "You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?" in my head. Okay, that's stupid.
I keep hearing people talking about it because I don't know the meme. I don't follow this
I
stuff.
don't either.
Nothing
I don't.
to do with me.
I can't
I'm
even
just
like
saying,
her face.
If
bugs me.
anything is going to be like a really racist thing, her going around calling herself a coconut tree seems bizarre to me.
I don't know who this is. Who's Chappelle Roan?
I have no idea.
Looks like a ripped up Deadpool costume.
It looks like she's lost a fight with a dog.
Moondang got her.
Oh, that's
The revenge of Moodang.
Super cool people will know who Chapel Roan is, but we're not super cool apparently.
No. To be
and
fair,
I'm
this
sure-
is a childless cat lady, so I'm not sure she's a good judge.
Here we go.
The SSRIs have got to her brain.
Oh my god.
We'll definitely see this. I feel like we're gonna see pictures of this Donald Trump McDonald's version. Yeah,
Yeah, but I only ever see the AI version because it's the far more
that
entertaining
is
than
so
real
funny. Like I can't get the image of him falling out of the drive-through window out of my head.
life. I just like the bit where
Car window
the
and then
fries.
falling through the car.
Yeah,
Wait,
that was with like
he-
the ice. He was like spilling.
Yeah, he gets all the oil and he just like lobs at a guy, and then as the fries explode out the top, he's just like, "Oh no!"
Addison Ray at the VMO. Oh,
What?
okay. I know that's not
With
really
that
her boobs,
outfit.
but that is not flattering. That is awful.
Yeah,
Her
this is
boobs
like
have discs on them.
that. Looks like you've gone through that YouTube channel. Will it press?
It's like
Well,
her shirt had a mammogram and then forgot to reform to her boobs.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I don't know what
happened
she
to-
was doing there.
I think it was the desperate need to try and make them seem bigger than they were, and so it's like when you've overshoved.
She doesn't.
It was, oh no.
So strange.
All right. What's this? A stag and angel a la Saltburn?
No
Saltburn was
idea what
released
it
last
is.
year, but it
Oh,
was after
yeah.
Halloween, so this still counts. I don't know either.
I mean, that guy's got horns. It's a bit weird.
He's got wings, yeah. Okay, moving on. Yeah, wicked blah.
That's true. Yeah, you just go as a massive asshole.
Oh, do not erase Cynthia Erivo from your costume. Have you guys seen, because I have Peacock now, so I get commercials
What's
sometimes
this?
and sometimes on Amazon, but there's a Target commercial with her. Oh, she's like got her head shaved. She's got like that big ring, and I was like in her nose. It's an awful
Yeah.
commercial.
It's the
awful.
weirdest thing you can get because bulls literally have that so they can be submissive and led around literally by the nose. That's what that's
Yeah.
for. And you're just like, please dominate me. That's all that ring says.
Domingo and Bridesmaid. Okay, this is a Saturday Night Live thing. I haven't seen it, but I seen like some shorts like of like Ariana. Like I haven't watched them, but like skimming through. So that's what that is. And then
Never seen
finally, the Dune.
Oh my
The
God.
Dune popcorn bucket.
Dune
Yeah.
popcorn bucket.
That's like at the
classic.
end of the night for Halloween, though. Like, everyone's drank way too much. They take them back and like, oh, this was a mistake.
Oh, no.
I put this on the level of furries. If you're gonna dress up as the Dune popcorn bucket,
That's fair. That's definitely furry territory. Like you're at least dipping
There's
your
no
toes.
fur involved. That's
Doesn't
more like
matter. It's still
if
an
you're into
animal.
like Saw.
Isn't that an
That's way
animal?
more like for Saw fans.
I never
Like,
watched
look,
Dune.
you've got to escape.
it's the worm.
Okay, so okay, that's stuff. That's at least dipping your toes into the weird furry animal.
I wondered where you were going the moment you said dipping. I was like, this could go horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
What?
that
You
was
were
the
like, it
last one.
depends where you dip it. I was like, wait, what?
Dune popcorn bucket.
Hold on, I want to
It's
see.
the
who
only
wrote
thing
this.
it's used for.
Wait, why do I always do
The
that? when I
best
just do
popcorn
this?
bucket I've seen, though,
Uh,
was the Alien Romulus one, which are like lit up with the face hugger in it. It
Oh
was
my
awesome.
God, that one's so cool.
This
Yeah.
is who wrote it, of course. Pink hair.
Batman bat symbol.
Hmm?
That's a good one too.
Oh. All right.
just
Look,
like
they,
it when
they
it
always say
lights up.
venomous creatures advertise themselves with bright coloring to warn everyone to stay away. It works.
Like SJWs.
Well,
Yeah.
I agree,
Wow.
X-Ray.
That was a good one.
That-
Shit.
oh, there we go. That was even weirder because you came back like laughing. I was like, wait, what?
Me and my bright hair. Okay, I understand.
Did you change
No,
it?
no.
Is it,
Well,
like,
this is
pink?
my problem. I've always liked
It's
bright
cute.
hair.
I like it.
I just can't like it anymore because of the people that kind of
It's
We know the kind of
they
blue
culturally
you like.
appropriated it and
Like,
ruined it for all
Yeah,
time.
freaking cultural appropriation of colored hair. I'm trying to take it back, okay?
Yeah.
I'm
take
Well,
it
they'll
back.
have to stop for. You'll have to come up with a way for them to stop.
Yeah. I can this is my hair now. I've gotten like magenta in it.
I like it. It's cute. Hold on. It's cute. I like it.
It's hard to see without the light, so yeah.
Yeah. No, it looks good.
Thank you.
Mrs.
It's hard for me to
Drak did a
tell
good
as I am
job.
colorblind.
I
So
seen Kara too. She did
unless it's a
Kara's
very
hair, looks
obvious
good.
difference, I'm like,
Oh, it's not. This time, like, well, I have pink all over my neck from the color transfer, but
Oh,
it's not as
I
bad.
hate that. I used to do the like vampire red tint, and it always looked like a murder scene in my shower every time. Take a shower. I hate it. It's working with color is a pain. Ed, thank you for the 5. Welcome to Poon Teen Time with Wicked X-Ray Girl and Disbrew. Today we're gonna put our finger in the thing and talk about a pudding
the
boy.
moment you say poon, I'm like, oh no, this is gonna go horribly wrong.
Poonteen!
You can't call food poontine,
No.
it doesn't work.
It's poutine.
It's one letter away.
It's very close. It's very close. That's why it's easy to mess up. Lucifer the Doberman, thank you for the Canadian too. Watch her talk with Whitney Cummings. She is so funny. Oh, the talk to okay, I'll check it out. I'll take your word for it. I'll give it a look. Ed, thank you for 2. Just have a male AI for the Mars mission solved. Just really like that one.
Well, yeah. Look, the last time there was a probe that was going to go to Mars, and I remember all like the CGI things of how it was supposed to work. It was going to inflate and then land ever so gently on it with the the inflatable case and everything. This probe just went bang straight into Mars at speed, because it was made between the US and England, and we were using like centimeters and you were using inches or something like that. It was a nobody put in the measurement system, and so it thought Mars was like millions of miles away than it was and just crashed straight into it. So things need to be double checked. You can't mess this stuff up. There is no,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, I was looking out the window at a red shiny thing. You can't do that.
Ed, thank you for another 5. Disbrew, if that is a solution, wouldn't all of them play golf, be nymphomaniacs, and have last name Woods?
I don't know what this is in reference to.
10
I'm
minutes
assuming it's in...
ago.
Yeah, but what is the solution? I'm not sure what the solution is referring to.
You don't have to super chat it, Ed. Just like clarify in the chat, and we'll.
Like, I
we'll
get the.
answer it.
I'm assuming the Tiger Woods thing is relation to my last video, where I was on about Tiger Woods. He was like, "Are you surprised he cheated?" It's like, no, I'm
Yeah.
surprised he didn't squirt himself inside out. No,
Yeah,
it was the
Tiger Woods.
solution bit. I didn't know what the if what is
Oh.
the solution.
I don't. I don't know.
But, like, what if that is the solution? Are you on about how Tiger Woods could single-handedly solve the childless cat lady problem? We could just have him for all of them. Because he's probably got the stamina given his history. He could.
He's an athlete.
Oh, gold medalist. Tiger Woods isn't a gold medalist though. I'm on about the Olympians. I wouldn't be against Tiger. I mean, I think Tiger Woods has already done his duty in this regard. At least he's tried.
He has tried.
Yeah.
Despite his wife.
He's probably inseminated more people than Genghis Khan at this point. But I just think that the Olympians being the peak human, look, they could make superhumans. And then each generation, you could have their kids being in the Olympics, and we can basically breed Olympians.
Weed them out, the ones that aren't Olympians? You're right.
Yeah, you're just like, you're just a normal peasant going work in an office. For this one's a winner. It was like, we can literally improve the human species through the Olympics.
We need 2 winners to make another winner.
Well, I don't even, you wouldn't have to do it, like, deliberately. I just think that the Olympians are already going to be peak humans, so they're already going to be attractive to each other, having the best genetics. So you just have to put them together, let nature take its course.
Let nature do its thing.
Mm-hmm. We have to counter the IQ drop with Olympians.
It could work. It's crazy enough to
Look,
work.
I'm a problem solver. That's all I'm saying.
Psychotic Mongoose, thank you for the £5. Some of the best Halloween outfits I've seen is 20 minions and 1 Gru walking around town causing chaos. That's adorable. I'd love to see that.
That sounds so cute.
Not to brag, but I met Gru once. He was real nice.
I wondered where that was going.
Not
I was
Carell.
like,
Not Stephen Carell, someone in a Gru costume. No, when I was
not
staying
to
at one of
brag,
the
but I've
Universal
been one of
hotels,
those minions.
They're taller than me. No,
I was too small to be a minion.
Universal. Well, Dora was taller than
I was
me.
a
Actually,
Minions
was there.
minion.
She saw it. Corpo Cream, thank you for the $4.99. Chappelle Roan is one of the top pop stars of the year with current hit song Pink Pony Club. I'd play you her CD, but I have to return some videotapes.
Dang.
I mean, all current music is basically created by AI rhythms and stuff. It's all been done to be mathematically done with hooks and everything. There's even been, if you look at any study, music has got simpler over time.
Oh, it has. Lyrics,
sure.
for example, one of the, like, people would, like, sing amazing songs, and now it's just, like, very basic language.
Well, yeah. And we used to have Beethoven. Now we've got Taylor Swift. And people are, oh, things haven't degenerated.
Even music videos used to be really cool. Like, I remember getting ready for school in the morning and I would throw on, like, a channel that was playing all music videos, probably, like, one of the MTV channels. And videos, like, would actually tell you a story and be interesting. Now it's just... I don't know, maybe it's lost on me.
It's just gyrating in various different forms.
Oh my God.
There's a couple people who do some decent stuff, but not really. Definitely not as much as it used to be. Even back, like, before our time, like watching old videos, they were just fun to watch. Yeah, Shane's right. A lot of booty shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Badass 447 for 50. Thank you.
Saucy.
Let's go. Crew is back together.
I love it.
We gotta add that one now. Shaken, not stirred. Hold on. Can you? We'll clip this out later.
You can say it. Like, what is this?
You say it better.
Shaken, not stirred.
It's like shaken, not stirred. James Bond.
Yeah! Sorry.
Yeah,
Bond.
she has
James
to.
Bond.
It doesn't count if X-Ray's not hyping you up in the background. Yeah. Sneaky Singy, thank you for
that to be cut out.
It was just really weird to see my face on the screen, but X-Ray's voice. I was like, wait, what?
Shaken, not stirred. Sneaky Singy, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Great to see everyone. Yes, it's good to have the crew back together. It's only been like 2 weeks, but it feels like longer.
Yeah.
No, it's been 2. It's been a long 2 weeks. And Raider, thank you for gifting 10 memberships.
Oh my God.
Queen.
Yes.
See, she always has to be in the background.
It's in every clip. Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. She didn't see this yet. Dan gave us a new clip when he was on. Oh yeah, because you weren't here for that one here.
Damn.
Did he fart in his chair or something? And he was just like, damn,
Maybe.
that stank.
Probably. Knowing Dan, maybe. Jason Yankovic for 5. The Olympians already do that. At the last Winter Olympics, the IOC spent almost 100,000 on condoms and gave out over 110,000 of them.
See, but
Yeah,
that's
don't
not
do
making
that.
babies. That's
Stop
preventing
that.
babies.
No,
Stop
if
it.
they want to ruin the world, they can do it with their own money. No, you want to be encouraging them. You want to feed them all oysters. You know, you start playing romantic music just around the entire stadium.
Every
Light some
bed is
candles.
just strewn with petals and like candles.
It's what one of the Olympics did. They made the beds out of cardboard that could only support the weight of one person deliberately.
Oh yeah, that's right.
For some
I
reason they didn't
laughed
realize
at
the
that
floor
one.
is right next to the bed, and that's not going to stop anybody.
Because doesn't
But-
it like make their they don't play as well if they did the dirty the night before?
I think it depends on the sport because you might need that testosterone for aggression. And
I'm not
so
saying
like
they have to
football
do it.
players, they gotta
I'm not saying they have to do it just before they go and do the thing. It's like, no, because really, you want the best people. So you don't want any of these losers. You know, the people that get like bronze and stuff. We don't need them anymore. It was the gold medalists. Get them together. It's like, if you get a gold medal, you get upgraded to like a 4-poster bed
you know
with
what?
romantic music.
Okay,
You
I
get
see
like
that.
the King's Suite.
so Disper, you get the King Suite, you get to go to the swanky parties just
Mhm.
for gold medalists, and then that's where you get all the bowls of like, toys and I don't know what else. you
Where she was
need
going
for
with that.
baby
Yeah,
bacon.
you can have
All
it
the
be like
Barry
Hunter
White
x Hunter.
CDs and
So you rent out like a skyscraper, and the gold medalists are at the top, and then you've got the silver and bronze going down, and like the quality level goes down overall, but they're all like,
As you go down the floors.
yeah, so they're all like good performers as it is. So you don't need to ban anybody getting from other floors, but you also have the prestigious people at the top, which will make other
Oh.
people want to get there. So you're reinforcing better performance and status.
And
So
the gold medalist can go to any floor they want below their station. And so on and so forth.
I love
if
when
you
he
want.
has to look up to think about it.
well, yeah, because it would only that's the only way it would work anyway. The guys would go down and the girls would go up. But that's how it would work. That's what would
Anywho.
happen. The racist girl.
9999.
You're not going to find the women going down in floors. That's not going to happen. This is why you're having an ever increasing status thing as you go up in quality would actually more encourage the breeding.
Okay.
Yes, quite so.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Song, thank you for the 5. Disprove begins his Space Marine breeding program. He
I
will
think
use
it'd
gold
work.
medalists
I think this is a good idea.
to breed out the weakness he will have his Primax. Oh my goodness.
I think it'd be a good thing.
Mark, thank you for gifting 5 membership.
Saucy.
Shorshy.
Shorshy. And Badass 447, thank you for another 50. Never leave us, X-Ray Girl. Life is worse without you. I agree.
Oh, that is so
Here.
sweet. Thank you, Bad.
Aw.
Try
Didn't
not
I
to
even
leave
wo-
you again, but no guarantees.
I
you
think I
say?
even worked out in a previous episode that there was enough time in between the Olympics for them to have babies, still have 3 years to get back into Olympic shape. Everything worked perfectly. This might be my best plan of all time.
Make sure you write it down.
It's all up here.
The Olympic breeding
Mine like a steel
program by
trap.
Disparu.
Yeah.
How to solve the world's problems.
Jason Webster, thank you for another 5. Well, I guess an Olympic athlete's favorite song must be Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe.
Well, except they're
Whoa.
wasting it all, apparently.
I mean, yeah.
I'd ban them.
Here, you read
You're like,
this
"No."
one.
You got
read
to
this-
take your chances.
You read this one, Disparu, please.
Ed Song for $5. If Disparu ran the Olympics, the competition would be a facade. The night would be the purpose. Wicked. Oh, there you go. That last bit's for you, Wicked.
Wicked can yell, it's spoon time to begin the night.
It's a Canadian thing, apparently.
Yeah, you have to yell, it's poon time.
I'm not yelling it.
That's the
It's
start
not
of
time.
it. You know how like
She's
it's
like,
not
I'm not going to
time.
have a clip of me on my own channel.
Well, like it's morphin time, but it's poon time.
Yeah, like that.
It's what we came here for.
Give the audience what they want.
Give them what they want. You can make my eyes water. Don't. I have eyeliner on. 16-bit mascot. Thank you for the 5. Great show tonight. Oh, always enjoyed. Cheers. We actually, Lone Wolf. Thank you for the 5. Disprove. Didn't OG Star Trek show the results of a breeding program like that? Con.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
was, wasn't
that was fine. Nothing bad happened there. To be fair, they messed about with it scientifically. So they were humans that were augmented and stuff. I'm just about natural evolution. But because we can't do it natural anymore, because, you know, healthcare and stuff stops evolution, essentially. This is more just like, they're doing it anyway. We just take away the stuff stopping it and encourage it.
We need to encourage more babies anyways.
Your Olympic diet, your Olympic diet is all oysters. There just happens to be romantic music playing around. The best people get full poster beds.
So we actually are going to be wrapping up here.
There's no child
minutes.
support, so there's no risk.
Speaking of that, we're going to be wrapping up. No,
We're not wrapping up.
we have to end the show a bit early this week. Sorry, but we will all be back next week. Got a couple more super chats first, though. Cream, the Netflix documentary star. Is that Cream NATO from? Yes, Mazza and Lethal's friend. Thank you for the $4.99. What's up, guys? Just like a normal Gronk Squad gaming YouTuber here. Definitely not a traveling serial killer. I don't believe you. Shane Muniz, thank you for the 20. If Wicked Voorhees was chasing me, I might run up the stairs and wait in the bedroom for my death scene. And if it wasn't for Swole Kitty, I would make an inappropriate super chat about sexy shoulders X-ray girl.
The shoulders are gone, guys. No more shoulders for you guys.
The shoulders are locked
I
away.
don't have shoulders anymore.
They're gone. Carlos Lima, thank you for the 5. X-ray girl always looks good. Mark is a lucky man. Aw.
Oh, thank you, Carlos. That's so sweet.
You're teaching your son to be a gentleman, Disparu. Ed Song, thank you for the 2.
My son would never say that.
Tacos every night would be a punishment. Would not be a punishment, Ed says.
It would be for your toilet.
Oh.
Oh.
Thank you for getting a membership.
Saucy.
Oh, sure.
All right. So X-ray is away. So you have nothing coming up this week, right? Or do you? Besides like stuff with Gary, right?
Tomorrow, Nerdrotic Live. We're gonna do Forbidden Frontier, and then Halloween. Maybe I'll do a stream or two. We'll see.
On Halloween? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Or
supposed
during
to
the
go
week?
Rivendell at some point here, but I don't know if we'll have time.
Can you read this one, Disparu? I gotta see where I'm gonna send the stream when we're done. Sorry.
Is it Alyani of Hyrule for $10? Disparu has a point. We're already staring down the barrel of population collapse as a Actually, this is entirely unrelated. I just want better quality of people. Mine's about standards. Why not breed as many superhumans as possible for the hard times ahead? Superhumans are always a benefit in any situation. I think the people with the best genetics should be the ones passing down those genetics. And who better than the Olympians? Like, they're already going at it like rabbits if there's 110,000 of them being given out. Like, they could take over a small country with that amount of people.
Badass for 50. One more time. Extra girl, what's your real name? It's Rebecca Buns. That's her real name.
I'll back your buns.
I don't know why that just popped into my head.
I don't know.
Clearly, it was on your mind.
I always say this. My dad,
Burger
Alan,
buns.
loves his name so much he named me Alana.
There you go. What do you have going on, Disparu? You got some videos coming out.
It's actually an Aes Sedai in Wheel of Time. When you said that. I am catching up with the Agatha review, and then I don't know after that. We will see what happens and where the topics take us.
All right. Well, my Sunday night Scream stream won't be happening tomorrow, but I'll be back around probably Monday. I'll do some spooky streams during the week. But yeah, that's what I got going on. And next week, actually, you'll be here. We'll all still be together again next week. So wait for that. Anything else that you wanna put you plugged everything, right? Actually, Gary and stuff. Okay. All right. Sorry we had to cut this one short, guys, but it's a busy week for us. So I'm sorry. We'll see you guys next week though.
Understanding.
Of course. Bye guys.
So,
Bye.